Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the What's Good podcast. And it feels for me like for ages since we filmed this, but it's been exactly a week.
Yeah, it's been a week.
Now we do it weekly. You know what, as well? Your brother told me that we've done, this will be our 9th in a row. That's mad, you know?
Okay.
Like I thought we were doing well getting them, each week, but I didn't think it was 9 in a row.
So next week, 10 in a row.
Yeah.
So we got in a row, we'll have our 10th episode. That light just turned off.
Always, man.
We'll have our 10th episode in a row.
Yeah.
Then the week after will be on Christmas Day.
That's crazy.
And then the week after will be on New Year's Day.
Is that 7 days afterwards?
Yeah.
Damn.
I think.
Yo, how are we going to do that one?
What do you mean, how are we going to do that one?
Are we going to do it ahead before we go to Christmas?
Yeah, Wednesday the 1st.
So we have to do 2 of them before we go away.
I mean, when are you back? What are you going to do for Christmas? Let's have a little talk about that.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about more intensely like a Christmas themed podcast where we maybe wear hats.
Just when are you home for Christmas? Because everyone in our group goes home differently for Christmas.
Last year I would have gone like as early as possible. This year I'm going 24th, as late as possible.
Okay, and then you're coming back?
I'll probably come back like 4 New Year's.
Okay, I mean we could do it like 30th, 31st.
You know what we could do as well?
What?
We could record you at home, me at my home.
I'm not taking a setup home.
You can just take a microphone.
What about the video?
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, and I'm not going to get audio like this, like crisp and clear.
If you send it to me, you will.
Oh, okay, big man.
I saw someone comment on one of the podcasts saying that I love this podcast because the audio is amazing. And I was like, yeah. They did say this and Impulsive though. But I'm like, if our sound as good as Impulsive and it's just us, that's kind of sick. Because they got bare team on that show.
Yeah.
There's no way Logan Paul is mixing that audio.
Like there is no one behind this camera right now. Yeah. It is just us.
We set the camera up. That's why sometimes it's a little bit weird. Like sometimes my leg's chopped off, sometimes Simon's leg's chopped off. But that's what we do here on the What's Good podcast.
Sometimes we're like half out of shot.
Yeah.
I've just realized that I'm wearing like pajama trousers and someone is going to comment like, what is he wearing? And then everyone's going to go back and look and be like,
yeah.
They're just very comfortable.
And now you've said that as well, they're going to go back even more.
Yeah, well, get over it.
Also, I noticed the last 2 podcasts you did wear like tracky bottoms and socks.
Yeah.
Now you've been like, nah, I'm
because
done
I
with
felt
that.
weird. I felt weird.
It's not you, man.
I watched it back and I was like, what's going on?
Yeah, you got to do you. And people keep telling me that I've lost weight when I wear a different jumper. Like I just wear a jumper that's more flatter and they're like, oh, Randolph's lost bare weight. In reality, I've put weight on. So that's for all the people who are wondering. You're wrong.
Okay. Well, yeah. Welcome back to What's Good.
Welcome back. I went to New York last week. I think that's why it feels like ages since we did this podcast. Because I went to New York.
Yeah,
for 2 days. And what I realized is going for a short trip to New York is so much better than going to LA.
Yeah, I've always said like I wouldn't go to New York for more than. I actually had a conversation about this last night. Weirdly.
Oh wow.
I was saying I wouldn't go to New York for more than 5 days max.
I would go if I had an agenda. If I had like basketball game or actual things to do planned, I would do it. But if I went to just like do a bit of work or just like kind of like just
holiday,
yeah, just walk around aimlessly in New York, then I would just go for a few days. I went with Laura in March and it was snowing then. And it was so cold. Went back now in December and again it was really freezing. But people didn't realize it was going to be cold. I'm like, it's December, like it should be cold right now.
It's New York as well.
And it's New York, yeah. And I think that's why you don't get jet lag in New York is because it feels cold. It feels like London in a way, like the way the city works. And it's like, whereas LA is so hot, time difference is really mad, and like you just get disorientated when you're there, man.
I'm going to New York soon.
For real?
In a couple months, yeah.
Damn.
It's going to be freezing.
Yeah. Well, if you're going, you'll go at similar time me and Laura did then.
Yeah.
So it'll probably snow.
Yeah.
I had to go to.
I like snow though. Especially if you're going somewhere and it's snowing, that's like cool.
But you don't like being cold, unlike me.
No, because I'll prepare for it.
Yeah. I had to buy thermals in New York.
Oh my God.
I had to go to a shop and buy thermal bottoms and thermal tops. It was that cold.
Oh yeah, but you're a wuss.
This guy. My jeans were freezing and then scratching my legs.
That's why you're wearing jeans. Jeans don't provide warmth.
What do you wear then?
Trackies.
Oh, okay.
Trackies provide warmth.
Got you.
If you wear jeans in the cold, it's like you're just wearing paper.
I've messed up there. I've messed up.
Yeah.
I'll make sure next time I'll wear joggies. Joggies?
Joggies. I'll wear joggies.
I call them joggers, you call them trackies. So I'll kind of mix the both.
I call them both, to be fair.
Why did you call them that?
Because you said earlier trackies.
Did I?
You said you were wearing trackies and socks.
No. Oh, I did.
You did.
But I think because I was referring to your trackies and I thought you called them trackies. That's weird, man. That's a weird way.
I would call them, they're different things to me though.
Joggers for me are like the ones that I like the jersey. Trackies are like shiny, like sportswear ones.
Like all the Sidemen clothing ones that I have,
Yeah.
I would call them more trackies.
Oh, I'd call them joggers.
Actually, you know what it is? If they go as part of a tracksuit, they are trackies.
Okay.
Whereas joggers, I would go like, if you wear, the like loose fitting ones, they kind of just hang down.
Yeah.
That I'd call those joggers.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'd go for joggers no matter what, but you know what I really enjoy? I really enjoy wearing the trackies. I think you would call trackies that make a noise when you walk.
You enjoy that?
When it's just noise
I
people.
hate that. As soon as I figure out I'm that guy making that noise.
Yeah, but it's when you walk past someone, they go, "Oh, it's so annoying." I'm like, "Yeah, damn right. Let's do it more."
And then you just start wiggling. Like,
you know what I realize? I'm so stubborn when people tell me not to do things. So we were doing like promo for JJ, like he was doing like magazines and stuff. And there was one place where JJ was filming. I was literally like taking my jacket off, and then like someone was like eating a sweet, and they would look at you and go, "Shh." I'm like, "Fam, shut up!" I'm like, "I'm not gonna, don't tell me to shush, man." There's no way this microphone, shotgun microphone as well, is picking up me opening a wrapper. And if it is, no one in the video comments is gonna go, "I hated it" at 2 minutes 1 second when someone in behind the scenes opened a wrapper.
Just made me think of the Top Boy scene. Have you watched Top Boy?
Oh, I've seen one episode where Sway gets his finger chopped off.
I watched the final series. I finished it a couple of days ago.
Nice.
And there's one bit where they're in the train. They're in the train on the quiet carriage and they're playing music out loud. And this old guy turns around and goes, "Excuse me, we're in the quiet zone." And then the kid just turns around and goes, "Well, shut the fuck up then." And it's just like that little bit on its own. I'm like, yeah, brilliant. I'm going to use that. Yeah. Next time someone tells me to be quiet, I'll be like, "You're being loud. Shut up."
Yeah, that is true though. Me, JJ, and everyone, when we were going to LA, we were in like in the airport waiting, and we just started talking like really quietly. It's the first time we met, like at meeting up at the airport. We were talking about like boxing and a few different things, and then this lady comes and she's like, "Can you guys be quiet? I'm trying to finish my essay." And we were like, well, literally, we weren't being loud. We were just talking normally. So everyone was like, "No." And I was thinking, if you're doing your essay, number one, don't do your essay in an airport. Like, surely you know that that's not the best place to do it.
There's a lot of people
and
there.
Move. Like, you're one, we're four. Maybe you were here before us, but you can't just move somewhere else. Like, if it's that important to you. And you're going on an airplane. Who writes the essay? Also, when you're submitting that, you're not going to submit that now or on the plane, right? So do it when you get back.
We were on a Sidemen shoot a while ago. And we got on a train. We just got on the first carriage we saw, and it was someone said. So we were like talking, not loud. Like Ethan was being a little bit loud, but
not saying names.
I mean, if it's out of everyone, it's, you know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So someone comes over as they're getting off the train. It's like a stop about 4 minutes later or something like that. He comes over and he just goes, "By the way, you realise this is the quiet carriage," and then gets off the train. You can see his smug little face. I'm just there like,
"You're leaving.
Shut up." Like,
either tell us beforehand or just run away, bro.
Yeah, then we'll move. But don't do it and then walk off like a really smug person. Like, tell us to stop, and then we'll either move carriage or stop.
Yeah.
Or, yeah. Because now you just told us that and you've walked off, and now we're just like, now we'll talk about you.
Yeah,
and then we're going to be loud.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm always like, I always want to say things to people in those situations, but I don't. I just stay in my head. And I couldn't rant about it on the podcast. It's like when that guy took my seat in the train. I didn't say anything to him. I got back and like...
I had a situation like that the other day. I went to Pizza Express.
On a train?
No. This is as in wish I had said something.
Right, okay.
So I sat there at Pizza Express. I'm sat there with like group people like Chips there, Talia, blah, blah, blah. So then I'm sat opposite Talia, and then I see the table behind is like a mum, dad, and two girls. And one of the girls looks over at me and pulls this like face kind of thing. So I'm there like, okay, either something mad's happening behind me or she's recognized me.
Right.
And then I see her literally load up YouTube instantly and start showing her dad. And the dad just does like a really obvious, just like looks straight at me, gives me like once up and down, like this guy kind of thing. And then she's sitting there the whole time trying to take a photo. But every time she like turns the camera, I just kind of look over a little bit. So she stops. And then eventually her dad stands up, takes a photo of them, but stands it awkwardly to the side so that the angle is perfectly with me in the background.
So she's having a photo with you, but from a different table?
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's getting they're getting a family photo,
yeah,
but taking it at an angle where I'm in the background.
That's their Christmas card.
As soon as he lifts up the camera, I just put my head down in front of Talia, so I'm blocked. Yeah. But they stand there for long enough that eventually I have to put my head up, otherwise it's weird.
Yeah.
And then as I'm leaving, the girl goes like, "Can I get a picture, please?" Because another girl behind me had said like, "Can I get a picture?" So I was like, "Yeah, of course." Then I get up and I'm in my head, I'm like, they're gonna ask for a picture now because they've already. And I'm in my head, I want to say, I want to go, was your other one not good enough or something like that? Like,
We didn't.
and then I was like, yeah, sure.
You can't do it. Like, even especially with something like that. If it's a
It's just
stranger,
like-
if it's a stranger, you could say it. But with like a fan, it's like it's hard to do that.
My thing is just like, we said it in our More Simon video yesterday. It's just like when you're eating,
Yeah.
it's like the other person that took the photo was literally just so polite and waited till we were finished. And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
I was like, cool.
The trouble is with the people who like take photos of you at like a distance or without like your permission. I feel like it's like there's two different sides to it. Some people are rude and just want to say that is like Simon. The other ones just really didn't take a photo with you, but want a photo of you. But really, those ones should just have the courage.
Yeah.
Because no one's going to say no. And if you do say no, it is because you're either running late or you're eating or you literally like you're doing something where you can't really.
But if you're taking a picture just of me,
Yeah.
fam,
Just Google it.
Google image it.
Yeah.
Oh, I ran into David Beckham yesterday.
Yeah, but then people are going to be on Snapchat like, oh, guess who's here? But even then, you could just, I don't know, you could just say that.
Yeah, just, oh,
And then get a selfie and be like, look what I've just seen. You know, that's better. A selfie's better than like a random photo.
the
Especially
weirdos.
when we see it, we'll dodge it as well. So like,
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people have got like a picture of me like this.
I just move really fast, so I'm blur. That's the thing.
Oh, man.
Shake your head as quick as possible.
Yeah. But dads are always funny, though. The parents are always funny because sometimes when the kids don't do it, the dads will just come up to you and be like, all right, mate, I have no idea who you are.
The
My
classic.
kid loves you. Can I get a photo?
The classic is where they go, oh, can they get a photo? Take a picture. Then they come over and they're like, yeah, they love you. I've got no clue who you are, but whatever.
I don't know why they love telling you that they
They
don't know
have
who
to
you
tell you
are. Like, is it to just say like, I don't usually do things like this? It's like they're embarrassed. I'm like, fam.
It's almost like to belittle you.
yeah. But they are cool though. The parents are always cool.
Yeah.
It's just not their world, you know. It's not their world.
So yeah, anyway, last time
Yeah.
we did a What's Good podcast,
Yeah,
we spoke quite a bit about YouTube Rewind.
we did.
And then I had said to you, the normal date roughly that they release it is the 10th.
Yeah.
They released it the day the podcast went out.
Was it the day the podcast came out? Or was it the day the clip
I
went
think it
out?
was the podcast.
That's crazy. Because I
It
saw some
actually might
comments.
have been the clip.
I think the video maybe came out on the Wednesday. The podcast came out on Wednesday, and then maybe the first clip came out on the day because we were doing some press things in New York. And I remember JJ was like, "Oh, it's out now."
Yeah.
And then I looked at the video that we posted today of the clip, and it was literally the video
Yeah.
that went up an hour before the pod. So all the comments were like, "Bro, it's already out." And I'm like, "We recorded this earlier. You guys don't understand."
Yeah. So what's your opinion?
I'm kind of swayed a little bit.
Okay.
And it's multi-layered, you know. It's a bit of a sticky one because I like the fact they didn't do a super massively produced cringe video,
Okay.
but I didn't think they did the top 10 thing as good as they could have. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like I like the direction they went in because I think it does save them money, it saves a lot of criticism, saves a lot of like cringe, but I wish they smashed the top 10 better or the top 5 or whatever they did.
What could they do better with a top 5 or top 10? Like, how do you make a top 10 that good?
I know, because yeah, exactly. You can't. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm not sure if I'm explaining.
I know,
properly.
I get you. I just don't know what they could have done. I
Yeah.
wondered if you had a suggestion or not.
I don't know, man.
So my take on it.
Maybe just a better edit.
Yeah, no, I can see that. So
Go on.
Well, my take on it is like I would rather they. I didn't like it,
Yeah.
and my main thing about it is I would rather they tried something and failed than didn't try.
Yeah. But then do you hate this one? You see the last one? The last
just
one,
think there
people
isn't
hated it
anything.
last year.
I just think there isn't anything. I don't think this isn't a YouTube Rewind. This is a statistical video that is almost like they could use this to sell to brands, not.
But isn't what they did literally a rewind in the sense that they actually told you what the top performing videos were, top performing categories were. That is a rewind, right? Because it's literally looking at the stats.
Yeah.
It's like
but
Spotify Wrapped, but on a video form.
But I would almost expect that it's basically an article that they should have been releasing every year anyway. That they've just
As
made
well,
their
you saying
big
as well
video.
as the YouTube rewind.
Yeah, because YouTube Rewind was never really. It was a chance to celebrate the creators and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't feel like there was much of an even celebration of this. It was more of a.
It just
By
tells
the way,
you
this is who it is.
Yeah, it didn't celebrate it. It just said these are the people that did.
Yeah, admittedly, it's like those people involved
Yeah.
are gassed to be in it,
Yeah.
and like, I don't want it to come across as if I'm jealous because I'm not in it. Because
Oh, no,
I'm
yeah.
I'm literally there like, We should. I don't like. I personally definitely shouldn't be in it.
Yeah.
Sidemen probably shouldn't. I mean, we were in it for about 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Statistically wise, shouldn't be in it at all.
Yeah, because
that's what it is.
I was with someone that said something like, "Oh, Sidemen should definitely be in that," and I was like, realistically, when you look at like Sidemen are killing it, yeah.
Yeah,
you look
but
at
when
someone,
you look at all the statistics of everything, it's like, no, we actually shouldn't.
Yeah, because I was talking to JJ about it, and he was like, "Well, Dude Perfect, you're in." I'm like, "Yeah, but when they post, they get like hundreds of millions of views, right?"
But they're doing about twice the views we're doing a month, and they post less.
Yes.
Like,
whereas people like PewDiePie post every single day. Like, come on.
Yeah.
You know? And then even like was Aziland in it?
Yeah.
She posts every day, so she might not get as many views per video, but Sidemen do post. Maybe collectively over the course of the 2 channels, you could get up there.
no,
For real?
because the lowest amount I think was 2.5 billion,
Flipping heck.
and I think our year combined was
Like
1.1.
Yeah, because we'll get onto this later as well, but I saw you guys did a YouTube Wrapped.
Yeah,
I saw that, right? And I was like, that's sick. And then 5 seconds later, I was like, they've done that.
yeah.
The way you did it was exactly like the format of the Spotify one,
Yeah.
which is nicely done. And I was like, there's no way YouTube have done that. They should do.
That would be sick.
We'll talk about this later, but that's such an easy marketing thing for Spotify. It's the best. It's best. Anyway, back to YouTube Rewind. Yeah, my point is that I don't hate it as much as I hated the last one, because there's not enough to hate about it. Because at the end of the day, it is just statistics and it is just a top 10 video. So I'm not there like, this is trash. I didn't like it. I didn't think it was very good, but I didn't hate it enough to then go on a rampage about how bad it is, you know?
I mean, they did what they had to do.
Yeah.
Because last year's one was like so hated that they just had to do something that wouldn't get the hate. This one's still getting hate because it isn't anything.
Yeah.
But
It's so safe, right?
it's nothing. You can't pick up on anything and go, oh, that's actually awful. That's cringy. That's awful. That's terrible. You just go,
Exactly, because it is statistics. It is what it is.
yeah.
And it's nothing more than that, and it's nothing less than that. It just is that. It's just underwhelming, really.
After seeing it, you know what I wish had happened?
Mm.
The top 10 creators, so that final list,
Yeah.
that was the top 10, a hour and a half or hour long
Yeah.
podcast of them.
Did we say that on the last podcast?
I can't remember if I did.
We spoke about it. We spoke about doing like a round table of all
Yeah.
the top YouTubers.
I think we did, yeah.
But I'm not sure if we did it on the podcast or not.
Yeah,
But that would be sick, right?
That would be.
Yeah, and everyone would say, I'm pretty sure most people would say yes. If they don't, you just skip them, don't have them in it. But like, imagine like PewDiePie, everyone sat around the table.
I mean, that's not an expensive video. You can
No.
just say like, oh, we'll chuck you a tiny bit of money just to cover your day. Or
Yeah, just for your time.
Yeah.
And also that is a big plus for the creator as well. To be honest, being on YouTube Rewind is a good thing. Being on it is a good thing, really.
Well, if you're getting that much time.
Yeah,
Like,
yes.
If you're in that video,
Yeah.
they're literally going, here are top 10 creators in the world. Listen to what they have to say.
Yeah, about
That's
their own
like-
videos, about each of those videos.
Yeah.
And then you even go to the other trends. The people who are like, no, you see when they did like the dance video, you know, they're not going to get all those creators in the video, but you have like PewDiePie and the top creators talk about those videos, react to them. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, like they go through each trend and they go, oh, did you guys know about this? And
Yeah.
then people could say their opinions.
And they could do
on
both.
stuff.
Then they could do the top 10 video and then have this as well as that, where they
That'd
talk
be
about that
sick.
video. That would be very sick and cost effective as well and easy. And I think everyone would
Yeah.
enjoy that a lot more. I think a lot of the people were mad at the fact that you can't react to this one.
I mean, I watched it because it said like top 10 or something like that.
Yeah.
So everyone was tweeting it's just a top 10. So I watched it before I was going to react to it.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'll fake a reaction.
Yeah.
I don't do that. But I said that and then I was like, I can't react to this. And
Can't.
I'm not mad. I kind of, part of me was like, because I could react to it. I've seen channels react to it.
Yeah.
It's just not content really. But I could have easily sat there and just faked a
Yeah.
reaction.
Ooh,
to
I
it.
didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh, whoa! Laser beams there.
Yeah.
Sick. That is one thing actually. It was very sick to see people that I have watched be in there, because then I'm kind of there like, oh wow, like
Yeah.
they've actually, not only have they smashed it in my mind, they smashed it.
Yeah.
Because like PewDiePie, Jelly, Azzy, Laserbeam.
You know what I really like about those creators?
What?
Is that they aren't creators, in my opinion, correct me if I'm wrong, that are in the headlines as much. But they just grind.
Yeah.
And they're great creators and have a sick community. So you see how you have people like, I don't know, Jake Paul, like FaZe Banks, these type
And
of
Mr.
people.
Beast, by the way. I forgot Mr. Beast.
Yeah. Who are kind of like, they are trendy. They get in the news a lot. They are more influenced type of people. And you get someone like Aziland who just posts videos consistently. And whatever you think of her videos, if you like them or don't like them, she's doing bits. She's building a community and getting views. Same with Laserbeam, you know. You obviously, I'm not trying to say that they're not big YouTubers at all. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying like, I like people who just get their head down and grind.
Yeah. See, this is the thing, right? So, speaking of like them meeting and talking about it all,
Yeah.
did you see PewDiePie posted a video
Oh.
about like YouTube? I don't know what it was.
We should talk about this actually. We didn't say this before, but there are a few things in there that I kind of like.
So one of the things is he talks about the whole thumbnails with the red sides and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's Sniper Wolf and Azzyland.
Yeah.
So if they were together,
that would be funny actually.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people do say they make the same content and in the thumbnails they look very similar.
Well, no, I'm not meaning Sniper Wolf and Azzyland together. Sorry, I'm talking PewDiePie and Azzyland.
Okay,
if they did the round table.
Yes, and they could criticize each other's content, you know?
Yeah, it'd be like, oh, so what do you think of this person's content?
Mm.
And because I mean, I can't say if they would be truthful to their faces or not.
Yeah.
But PewDiePie might sit there and go like, oh, to be honest, like this thumbnail thing is really annoying, but fair play.
Mm.
He might sit there and go like, oh yeah, great content, like just to be nice, but you never know.
Yeah.
That content could be incredible.
For sure, yeah, definitely good content for us. Whether it be enjoyable for them is a different thing. But what I would like about that is PewDiePie can say something and that is his opinion. And this is, I think, what we were always talking about with like commentary channels is the fact that the other person can't reply unless they make a video. Which if you do it there and then, it's like what they did with the Alfie Days and Alex when they did the podcast together. It's like, fair enough, at least you can actually go face to face and talk about the differences, you know? Aslan could say, well, since I did the red thing in my thumbnails, my videos like improved by like 30%. And then PewDiePie's like, well, in fairness, this red box is not hurting anybody. You're just getting more views, you know? It's fair play. PewDiePie, if he found a way to get more views in his videos on a consistent basis, he would do that as well.
Like for something so easy as well.
Exactly, yeah. It doesn't hurt anyone, right?
A red box.
Yeah. But I think the reason I heard about that is because Will start to do that now as well.
Yeah. And he's in the video for like a second. Yeah.
Him and whoever he's reacting to on his second channel with. Maybe Ethan or something like that.
I think it was Calix.
Okay, yeah, okay.
I think.
Yeah. But it's like, I was talking about this off camera as well before we started the podcast, is I enjoy the way YouTube like evolves. I'm sure a couple of years ago, Will would never have thought he'd do this type of content on his second channel. Yeah. And now he's running with it and enjoying it and doing well with it. So it's funny how YouTube can change and you can change if you change with the content as well. But yeah, I think the annoying thing with YouTube Rewind is there's not much to talk about.
Yeah, that is one.
And I think maybe that's what they maybe was going for. They were thinking, all right, we know this is going to get disliked anyway because that's what happens with YouTube Rewind these days. But let's just give them something that they can't complain about too much. They can't get excited about and just be very safe with it, like very cookie cutter.
Well, so you remember last episode we were talking about it and I said, I know one thing, but I can't say it.
Yeah.
So we got asked for our clip to be used. That's what it was. So
that's why we kind of knew on the podcast that it was going to be a compilation style thing.
We knew there was a bit of a compilation.
Okay, yeah.
Because that's only the first 30 seconds or something like that. Yeah, that 30 seconds is like, I think it would have got very boring just to have that for more than 2 minutes or something like that. Yeah, there was a fan-made one.
Yes.
Not a fan of me. I'm just like a generic, not a fan-made one, a YouTuber-made one.
Yeah.
Who he made it and it's called YouTube Rewind 2019 Legends Edition, I think it's called, is the actual name. So if you type that in, you'll see it.
Yeah.
I'll go with the negative first. It isn't a 2019 and it's also not a decade because it covers from the start of YouTube till now.
Yeah.
Which is very sick because it obviously it covers everything which no YouTube Rewind has really done.
Yeah.
I don't think. But it's also not been, it's not a decade. It doesn't cover a decade. It covers like 13 years or 40, something like that.
Yeah. It was like 2006. I saw a date there.
Yeah. So it's kind of, that's the only bad thing about it is it's kind of a random thing. You couldn't do it next year because then you're doing the start of YouTube to 2020, the start of YouTube to 2021.
For sure, yeah.
That's the only bad thing. But in terms of a video.
And the quality of the video.
It's sick. Like really, really sick. It covers everything and I feel like it covers everything.
So for context, when I watched it, JJ had the original one on his phone, the YouTube made one, and he said at first, I think a fan made this, and then halfway through, I was like, oh wait, I think YouTube made this. So I was watching it as if YouTube made it, and I was like, yo, they've smashed this. This is sick. And then after, he was like, oh no, it's a fan. I'm like, not a fan, but like a homemade version, an unofficial version is what I'm trying to say. And that was a lot better.
It was really good,
and that's why I was saying to you, if YouTube did do a top 10 that style, Because for some reason that just got the emotions going, you know. It was like, oh man, YouTube's such a sick platform. I love being on this. Like we were seeing like Ray William Johnson, Fred, and all these people.
Yeah.
It's like it's great to see where the platform went.
But you couldn't do that every year is the issue.
You can't. But you could have a storyline that kind of. I think what YouTube did with this top 10 one, they just went on to like Dude Perfect, found a clip, put it in.
Yeah.
They could do more research in the content and find a way to kind of like pattern it up, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Or at least get those people involved.
Yeah.
Or do something like
It was
that.
literally just like it's like a JJ top 5 goals of the week where he just goes.
Without the good commentary.
Yeah. Number 10, and then, you know, a clip
Show
of
a
them.
clip, yeah.
Number 9, a clip. They could have like, YouTube's a big company, man. And the production value of the other rewinds is high. Even if you don't like it, you have to say it was like well put together in terms of like what they actually did. So they could easily hire a better animator to just be like, make this sick, you know. I don't know.
The thing is like the other thing, that one definitely, because it covered, you know, it paid respects to like Etika and stuff like that. Like YouTube Rewind this year, obviously, just doesn't pay respects to anyone unless they did the views.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know. Like say Mr. Beast hadn't posted as many videos this year, but his, you know, every video he does is still getting 20 to 60 million or whatever. He wouldn't have been in the top 10. He wouldn't have been in that video.
Exactly. But he should have some sort of honorable mention.
Yeah. Like Team Trees and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. And just the impact he's made on YouTube anyway.
yeah. So it's I don't know. I don't know what they'll do next year, but I reckon they'll do 2. Do
you think it's a step in the right direction though? Because I think it is. I think it's better than what they did last year.
I think so. Because as we said, like, they were trying to force a message down people's throats.
Yeah. And I don't think they can't do that.
And I think that it's good that it's just gone, you know what? Here is your favorite YouTubers. You've chosen this.
Because even in your prediction was, why didn't you just get the top people statistically and put them in it? But you meant more of like
I said top
in the video,
top subs.
Yeah.
And put them,
Yeah. But still, at least they actually are doing something factual in a way as well. So I think they are in the right direction. It might take them a few years to.
Yeah, for sure.
At least they listened to the feedback last year, right? And at least they didn't do that again.
Yeah.
So hopefully listen to this feedback this year. And then next year, maybe they'll do an improved one. Would you do... that's a stupid question. I was going to say, would you do a decade one next year? But this is the end of the decade, right?
Yeah.
It's just because 2020 is 2020, it feels like...
It should have also been 2016 probably then. For 10 years of YouTube, not 10
Oh,
years.
yeah.
Because they wouldn't do... What? It's like a random decade rather than a decade of YouTube.
Yeah, for sure, actually. Because they... Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do agree, yeah.
Okay. So one thing, as you mentioned earlier, was I think Josh may have sorted it with someone, probably with Tice. I think he got a YouTube Wrapped done. So he basically, if you've seen Spotify Wrapped, it comes up with your favorite artists, like your most listened to artists, your most listened to songs, how many minutes you've listened to, stuff like that. And he got one done for Sidemen and more Sidemen. I'm gonna get it up just so
I have to text Laura real quick because she's in limbo right now.
She's in limbo.
Well, you know how I've lost my key?
Yeah.
So she can't get in right now because we're doing the podcast and she can't go home.
I mean, we can let her in.
We can, yeah, we can.
So yeah, they made like a 2019 Wrapped on the Sidemen.
Yeah.
And as you said, I think it would be really sick to just have this for everyone. Like,
because it's so smart. Like, speaking on the way Spotify do it and what it does for them, you literally have every single person who has a Spotify account posting that on their feed, telling people how much they've listened to Spotify.
Yeah.
Which their favorite artists are, and then you send it to an artist. Say Randall's in your top 5. You send it to me. I'll retweet that. So that's more. That's like then a listener going to an actual artist who's then shared it to their followers. Then you go bigger than that, on a bigger scale, bigger artists. It's just getting shared around everywhere. And you know the biggest flex on it. I'm not sure if you noticed this. If you've got Spotify Premium, it says Spotify Premium. If you don't have Spotify Premium, it just says Spotify.
I didn't know that.
So if you post one and you just got Spotify, everyone's gonna go, "What? You ain't got Spotify Premium?"
You ads.
Yeah, and then they're gonna cop it, man. It's the big. And then I even saw Tali did like a brand deal of Spotify Wrapped.
Yeah.
So not only are they having it organically, they're also pushing it as well. Man, Spotify is smart, you know. Apple have also jumped into it now, so I don't want to actually say that it's just Spotify. Apple Music have also got one, and me personally, I don't have a Spotify top 5 because it's just me and JJ because I don't listen to it. I listen to Apple Music. But no, YouTube Rewind. YouTube should definitely do.
Yeah, like when we saw this, we were like, "That's sick."
Yep.
And then they could even do the whole thing of, oh, this was your most watched video, like the
Yeah.
most minutes watched or something like that, and then this is
Oh,
your
yeah,
most viewed
yeah.
and stuff like that. It's so literally just jack it from Spotify. Go, yeah,
And they should call it YouTube Rewind, and they should literally release it when the videos come out. When they release YouTube Rewind, release that for all creators. You have everyone talking about the video. You have everyone talking about their stats.
Yeah.
Come on, YouTube, man.
Isn't it? YouTube, come on, sort it out.
Because it's so obnoxious if you posted your stats. You know what I'm saying? Because we could get the stats, we could go. Like that's what you guys have done. You made it yourself. But it's obnoxious if you actually went into your YouTube and posted a screenshot of your actual analytics, right? And was like, here are my analytics. But if you brand it like YouTube Wrapped, it's good. What?
Just hearing you say analytics.
Oh, I thought I said it right that time.
No, you said it twice. You had analytics.
Analytics.
What?
Is it not analytics?
Analytics.
Analytics. I thought it was that.
All right. So yeah, as Randolph said, his Spotify Wrapped isn't really a thing
No.
because it's just you and JJ.
Yeah.
See, Talia, I'm going to out Talia here.
Yeah.
I think her top 2 songs are her songs
Okay.
because she had to use them for rehearsing and stuff.
Yeah.
But she was there like, I look so vain. I was like,
Well, I was talking to JJ about it. On both of our Spotify, he's on top of his. Like me and him are on. The thing is, I think he's on top of mine even because if you listen to the album, I think he comes first on it.
Yeah.
And realistically, he's got more songs out than me. He gets more plays. So if anyone who's listened to the album will also listen to JJ a little bit more. But there were a lot of people who had Randolph higher than JJ, and I was like, that is sick. That is actually a real accomplishment because you're going to my old music. But I said to JJ, I was like, oh, imagine how vain it would look if you actually posted like an Instagram story of you being your most played artist. And he was like, yeah, that'd be peak. And then literally 2 hours later, he does it. And then he's on Breadwatch, like JJ trolls by putting himself. And everyone's like, oh, that's jokes. And I'm like, I could have done that. I wish I did.
Oh my God. So I think that so there's 2 options. There's the year one and the decade one. I think the decade one is wrong.
Yes.
I've seen a lot of people say it.
Yeah. Go on.
Because this is going to sound mean. My top song of the decade is Sarah Close You Say.
Yeah.
And I've
Good
listened,
song.
It's a good song. I've listened to it a few times. But I'm talking like a few times, like a few times.
Yeah.
Not, like I've listened to a song, like my year songs this year, over 1,000 times.
Which is more than you've listened to you say in the last decade.
Like 100%.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people say that they've listened to a track a couple of times. It's in their top year and sometimes top decade.
Yeah, so I don't really get that.
Yeah, but I just want to say as well, Sarah Close's new song is sick.
Almost.
Yeah. Almost. That song is great. I really like it and the production is sick. But yeah, so this is no diss to her. It's just saying like...
Yeah, like You Say it's a great song. Almost is a great song, but sorry, it's not my number one song.
Yeah, and obviously it's like it's not your favorite genre, maybe. Obviously as well. Like if it was maybe in the genre that you liked, right, and you listened to the most, you could maybe see it squeaking in, and you might be like, oh yeah, maybe I did listen to this song more than I thought I did. But that one, did you?
No,
for sure.
No. So my top artists of the decade.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a little guessing game with you.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna load mine up as well because I could actually have a decade one. Because I have listened to Spotify a decent amount.
Okay.
Just not, but you go yours first.
Well, you were meant to guess.
Oh, sorry. Guess your top of the decade.
Top of the decade.
Okay, Eminem
at number 3.
Oh, okay. I'm guessing top 5, not in order.
Top 5.
Okay.
You just have to guess them and I'll say what they are. So my number 3 is Eminem.
Okay. Then I'm gonna guess
the whole decade.
Linkin Park.
Linkin Park aren't actually on it,
Okay.
which I'm kind of surprised about. I guess I go through phases where I listen to them more and more.
Yeah, but keep in mind that when you listen to the bulk of Linkin Park, it would have been when you were younger on CD.
Yeah, but then I did listen to them like heavily for when Chester died. So I was like, I listened to them a lot then. And I do listen to them like they are in my playlist and stuff.
Yeah.
And
I was going to say that, that the last podcast, we were actually going to talk about the top 5 artists of the whole decade. And that was Eminem, Post Malone, Drake, Ariana Grande, and Imagine Dragons. I can't know.
Yeah, well, I think it was Imagine Dragons.
Yeah. So out of those 5, you look at that and you say, wow, that's incredible. Like Post Malone is very new, really. I know he's been around since like 2012, but like at this level, he's been at the top of the game, but not for long. But what I was saying to people, you have to realize is the top decade, Spotify wasn't really around in 2010. And if it was available, but it wasn't like as big as it is now. So you have to also realize the times that, you know,
Yeah.
and no one's going to go listen to Beethoven as much on Spotify than they would on their vinyl, you know. So I'm trying to guess the rest of the 5. Eminem,
I mean, yeah.
XXX,
No. I mean, biggest artist of the decade.
Drake.
Drake is number 2.
Oh, Post Malone as well.
Post Malone is number 1.
Yeah,
There we
I
go.
forgot
Post
that.
Malone is my most listened to artist.
More than
apparently.
Drake.
Then Drake.
Nah, I respect that.
Then Eminem.
Yep.
Then the next 2.
Jay-Z.
No. The next 2, I'm kind of there like, well, one of them I don't really want to say.
Okay.
One of them is, the number 4 is Justin Bieber.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Is it
Yeah.
just mistletoe at Christmas?
It's Mistletoe at Christmas. I have the playlist that is 48 songs. It's Mistletoe.
Okay.
And then the other 2 are 6ix9ine and someone else.
Wait, so if you press shuffle, can you put the song on more than once?
Yeah.
Oh wow! So if you press shuffle,
My
it's gonna
playlist
just-
is 50 songs. 48 of them are Mistletoe.
that is incredible.
Oh, then one of them is Fa La 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 La.
Right.
Fa La La with Boys to Men. And then the other one is Gummo by 6ix9ine.
That's sick.
So that if you're listening to it, 1 in 50 chance Gummo comes on.
Wow.
And then number 5, Krept and Konan
Wow. Of decade.
in the decade.
That is mad.
And I'm
that's
kind
crazy.
of, I was thinking to myself, I was like, really? Like, out of all the artists? And then I'm thinking, Long Way Home, that album,
Yeah.
I banged that out. And I also listened to the album before that, Young Kings.
Wow.
Is that the album for it? Might have been, yeah. But
That's
those
sick.
2 albums I listened to so much. So it kind of makes sense.
I would have guessed you listened to them a lot, but I wouldn't have guessed you listened to them top 5 in the whole decade.
I guess it's like, the thing is you forget what you listen to each year, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah. One year you might bang an album out.
yeah, like Krept and Konan, I'd go like, oh, you know, they've only just released their album this year,
Yeah.
you know, a month or 2 ago, whatever. So I haven't listened to them that much this year.
Yeah. When I airdropped you this link that I'm sending you now, it sends it straight to the app, right?
Yeah.
When I click it, it just opens in Safari and I have to log in. So I'm trying to think, how can I send it to you to send it back? It's impossible.
Yeah, I could. No, I don't know.
It's impossible. Okay.
So those are my top 5: Post Malone, Drake, Eminem, Justin Bieber, Krept and Konan.
Does it tell you how many minutes you spent listening to it? Oh, real quick! Shout out to everyone who's got the podcast on their top listen to.
Oh yeah, shout out.
Yo, have you seen some of the minutes that they listen to it?
Yeah,
Yo, I worked it out.
I didn't know we'd even done that many minutes.
Some people have spent 20 days watching this.
Jesus.
That's mad. I remember I used to play like 20 days of Call of Duty back
Go
in the
outside. Go
Yeah.
outside. I mean, take us with you on an air, like your
AirPods or like
AirPods or whatever. But you know, yeah. So my top songs,
day. Yeah.
as I said, number 1 is "You Say" by Sarah Close.
Yep.
Number 2 is "Mark My Words" by Justin Bieber. But that's because it's the first song on the album, and he released an album. I listened to that.
Okay.
So that's now. I don't think that's in my top 5. I have listened to it quite.
So you
a
think
bit.
both they're both correct? Incorrect.
Incorrect,
sorry.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unforgettable,
Yeah.
French Montana.
Oh, that's a great song.
That will be there.
Although it made me so mad when he did an interview once saying he doesn't know who produced that song. So I was like, the beat is the best thing about that whole track.
Oh yeah, French Montana doesn't need to be on it.
Yeah.
It should be a Sway Lee song.
Yeah. Oh, and the beat is like amazing. And he was like, yeah, I don't know who produced it. I just heard it and bought it. I'm like, come on, bro.
Number 4 and number 5
Yeah.
are both by Nines.
Wow.
Yeah. I really don't think that. I have listened to these
Yeah.
like thousands of times, but I don't think they should be in the top 5.
What
I
do
don't know
you
if you know the songs. Love to the Game and Stacey Adams.
I haven't listened to Nines much.
Okay. But yeah, I think the only one there that I would say 100% should be there
Yeah.
is Unforgettable.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't think the decade one is that right.
No, I don't think so.
Right, the year one.
The year one. Okay, what we guessing, artists or songs?
You won't guess songs. I don't think you could guess a single song
For real?
unless you've seen.
I haven't seen it. Did you post it?
Yeah.
Maybe I saw it subconsciously.
Okay. We'll have a guess.
I'm going to say Lucid Dreams is in there.
It's not.
For real. But the artist is in there, right?
My top artist is Juice WRLD
Yeah.
of the year.
So we wanted to talk about this in the podcast as well. We don't want to make it seem like we're doing it like to put a video out on it. But like obviously when I heard about this as well, I was like, yo, Simon's gonna be like, this is Simon's favorite artist, right? He's on there, yeah?
Yeah, he's number
Top
1.
artist, yeah.
Well, I
It's
do
mad.
have so I've got one of his songs, Hide, which is on the
But you listen to that more than Lucid Dreams.
yeah.
Damn.
This is this year.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah.
I thought Lucid Dreams would be on your top decade, to be fair.
Yeah, I don't know.
You used to bang that out a lot in the
I
house.
did, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I've definitely listened to that more than you say.
Yeah.
But yeah, what? Yeah,
But as I say, it's so sad, man. Like, rest in peace to Juice WRLD. Simon put me onto him actually. Like, obviously, I heard Lucid Dreams, but I didn't really know about him much. But you linked me those freestyles they did on Tim Westwood.
Yeah,
which is freestyling for an hour twice as well.
He was so
one on regular beats, one on just Eminem beats. This guy's so sick. It's so sad, man. Like, I feel like so many artists now are just like passing, but it's all different related things as well.
That's the thing. You can't even put it down to one thing.
You can't say this is the reason why. It's just, I mean, a few of them, a lot of them are like drugs based, or they seem like they're drugs based.
That's what I don't get. Like, I don't get it. The drug based ones.
Yeah.
Because obviously ones like X was.
Yeah.
That's not.
Yeah.
You know, you can't say anything about like, oh, be careful.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, the Juice WRLD one, we were recording at the time.
Well, that's why I didn't want to message you, because I was like, I'll bet you're good, but I didn't want to interrupt the filming, you know?
Yeah, JJ just turns around and goes, is this real? Because he saw one tweet and that was it. And everyone's just like, nah, it's not real.
What is ridiculous is a lot of people do fake that stuff. Like, if I'm streaming or something, I'll see a lot of people say RIP this person, and I'm like, they're just trying to get your reaction out of you. So at first, it's always like, I don't want this to be true.
So I think there was a rumor ages ago that Juice WRLD died. And he then did an Instagram story where he's literally like, oh, why everyone's saying I'm dead, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
That came back out again.
Oh my God.
And then it was like a thing of like, oh, he's not. Oh, he is. Then, yeah. That honestly.
It's such, man. And I know how big of an artist he was. And not even how big of an artist he is, how many people like had his music to get them through stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like when I listened to, when I heard like Mac Miller died, like for me, that really hit me hard, because I when I was younger, when I was starting to make music, I would be inspired by him a lot. And I would like try and copy, not copy his style, but be influenced by his style, like make beats like he does and everything. And I didn't realize how much I actually listened to his music, or actually like how much he affected my life until he passed. I'm not saying like you don't realize until then, but I think it does hit you when it's like, this sucks. And I know how many like people were like, Juice WRLD's music as well, like really connected with a lot of people.
Yeah.
So it's like you lost a brother, man. It's horrible.
Well, that's what I know, like all the Phase guys and stuff, like they know him, like
right,
not just listen to his music, they know him and stuff. So it's like, like they always say, like, you know, he's like genuinely a legend.
Man, he seems like just the best guy ever. Yeah. And his music is also like the sickest ever as well. So yeah, super sad.
So yeah, RIP Juice WRLD.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll carry on.
Yeah.
So my other top artists, Post Malone, Eminem, obviously, top of the year.
Yeah.
After that, P Money.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I did see this. Someone said I saw this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tweeted out P Money.
Yeah.
Instagram story, I don't know. But yeah, P Money's there. And then number 5, Sleigh.
Wow. You are a big Sleigh fan, to be fair.
I think Sleigh is so talented.
You're a big fan of him. Yeah. Yeah.
So so then my top 5 songs.
Yeah.
This one, a lot of people outed me on for Twitter, you know.
Which one?
So my top song of the year, apparently.
Right.
Good Guy by Eminem. You know the one?
Where the video is where he's like climbing out of the beach. With Jessie Reyez.
She climbs out of it.
Oh.
She climbs out of it, goes to the house, they have a fight, then she kills him and buries him in the place.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's a really short song as well. There's only one chorus at the end.
Yeah.
That song is just, it's because it's short, so I repeat it.
I know, but it is a weird one. Like, it's not,
it is.
It's not like, it was a single. It was like they did a video for it, but it was after the fact, the album. It's like on the album, it's not my go-to on the album.
It's like right at the end, no one really knew it. And like the video didn't even like bang or anything.
I always do feel like you have a very weird music taste, in the sense that like it's very varied, and also you could just have like you like very niche music in an album. So you'll listen to like popular artists, big artists, but then the song that you like of theirs the best won't be the big one.
Yeah, for sure.
It'll just be a random track.
Like,
I like this song.
For example, my favorite Juice WRLD song is what's on here. It's called Hide. It's the one from the Spider-Verse. Right,
okay.
And that song is like Sunflower is also on here.
Yep.
That's my number 4.
Yep.
Again, Post Malone and Sleigh.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them on there. But the number 2 is No Guidance.
The
Chris Brown, Drake.
I've never heard that song before.
Yes, you have.
I don't think I have.
You 100%.
I see it doing bits. I see it like some of the most streamed songs ever, but I don't know what.
I'm gonna play you a tiny bit now.
Okay.
Obviously, we don't want to play much because
the whole video will get cut out.
But like this. Yeah, you know the song?
Yeah, pause it. But
I'm talking so that they can't hear it.
I don't think I've listened to it though. I think
like
I might have heard it in the
this
background.
This bit where Chris Brown, like...
Yes, I've heard that.
Yes,
Okay,
exactly.
I've
There
heard
you
that.
go. Wait,
I've heard that.
okay.
Yeah, I've heard that. But I've never
Everyone's heard
listened
that.
to it. You know what I'm saying? I've never gone on my Spotify or my Apple Music and been like, I'm gonna listen to this today. I've just heard it in.
Oh, that song is so good.
I know. I've seen how like big it is, but I'll have to listen to it more, man.
And then number 5 is P Money Shook.
Yeah. You're definitely a big P Money fan.
yeah.
He is sick, to be fair.
Honestly, I rate P Money so highly. I don't think he knows how highly I rate him. Is the thing.
No, I don't think he does.
Because I always see him and I'm just like, yo, yeah, your albums. Like, I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, this song was sick. And he's just like, oh, thank you, man.
You know what I love
That's
when I meet people like P Money and Jamie at say like a Sabin event or something. I'm always shocked about how nice they are,
Yeah.
because I think you just always expect that your idols or people you enjoy or people who are like famous are just not very nice. You know what I'm saying? And not that I ever was at home thinking, oh, P Money is not nice, but I never would believe that I went to an
Specifically.
event. Yeah, I wouldn't think I'd go to an event and he's like, oh, hey, what's up, man? How are you? Like, even if he doesn't know who I am, it's just nice. And I always thought they'd be like maybe a bit too cool for me, but they're both such sick guys, man.
Yeah.
And that's why like everyone's sick, man. You know what? Past the barrier, once you get to know someone, most people in the industry are nice.
Yeah.
Obviously, you have your.
Yeah, you have a few.
It's like we said at YouTube. We said in YouTube, most of the people who make videos are nice people.
Yeah, 100%. Like,
You just have to
even
meet
people
them.
that, you know, when there was the whole commentary thing, it's
Yeah.
like, I meet everyone, it's like everyone's nice.
Yeah.
It's like, they normally do videos and people, and
For
then
sure,
they're
for
like,
sure.
oh, they're all right. Like,
Yeah. Could you send? I sent you a DM.
okay.
Could you airdrop the link in that DM to me?
Send me
So
a
it opens,
DM.
so it opens in my Spotify. I've logged into my Facebook that's connected to like this, and I just can't open. I can't open this.
Do you want me to, how do I share via
So yeah,
airdrop
yeah,
Randolph?
that's the one.
Is it going to work, people?
Let's see.
Done.
Opening Spotify. Boom. There we go.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you're right, bro. Whoa.
It was red alert.
Copyright.
It's red alert.
It's still playing, bro.
It's just red alert.
All right, so get your. It's the final slide.
Final
Shows
slide.
both.
Okay.
You need to hold it though, so it doesn't.
Okay. There's a lot of slides, man.
I know.
Okay.
It's 'cause
So
it
do
tells
we
you,
do
like-
decade first?
It tells you stuff what you've been listening to, like what winter you listen to, what stuff in winter you listen to.
Yeah. Okay. I'm
Okay, so
gonna do
decade
decade
first?
first. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so I'm gonna guess
Genre.
pop rap.
Rap.
Oh, okay, mine was
Rap.
pop rap.
Yeah, but I'm a bit more gangster than you.
You true. Yeah.
In what I listen
you
to.
live on the streets.
Okay. Guess his top 5.
Okay. KSI.
No.
Not in there.
No.
I don't have to guess the order.
No.
Randolph.
Yeah. Number 1.
Jeez, big man. Okay. Post Malone.
Yes.
See, this is what I mean. I think he's in everyone.
He is, man.
And then you're like,
'Cause
wow, he has
he's-
so many listeners.
yeah.
And it's like, well, I've listened to him the most out of everyone.
When you look at the stats that come out, he has like the biggest. He has the biggest like albums of the year until Drake releases his album,
Yeah.
which is a lot. Drake, you have to understand that. I always don't give Drake enough credit for how big he is, because even if you don't like Drake, he's in your top 5.
There's a thing of the decade, is it the decade? Something like in the last 10 years, there's been, obviously, that's what, 520 weeks.
Yeah.
He's been in the top 100
Yep.
for 496.
And you know
of them,
it's
I think.
more if you count,
If you count, what's the one with, it's
Travis Scott.
Travis Scott, Astro, or the...
I hate, you know, when you have something
Can't
like you
think
know,
of
say
names.
we would say this for sure if it was on the podcast. Sicko mode.
Sicko mode.
Yeah.
That he doesn't get the credit in that.
Yeah.
So
You
we'd
just
put it
get the
up
credit,
to
but not in terms of that and that counting.
It would put it up to like 509 out of 520 weeks.
It's ridiculous, man.
That is,
He's
yeah.
so big. He's the biggest artist in the world.
Okay. I'm gonna guess Mac Miller.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I think
So
when
you
I was
might
listening to Mac Miller, I would listen to him on YouTube or I'd buy his album.
Yeah, but I
You have to
would've
remember,
thought
I'm
you
not.
might have
Okay,
gone back.
yeah. But I'm just not very a Spotify guy. If I listened to his music, I would have had the bought album on my iTunes.
I don't really
He's a
know.
bad on
who
music.
you- I don't know because I never hear you listen to music. Is the thing.
I know it's a weird one, you know. Kind of keep my music
someone
close to my
like-
chest.
What about like SX?
No,
Okay, I
No.
thought you might be in the just
No.
Okay.
I
This
think
is
I do listen to a lot of
decades, to be
SX
fair.
on Spotify. To be fair,
Travis Scott.
no.
I'm going
I
too
think
recent. aren't
you're
I?
going. Yeah, you just say the obvious one.
Eminem.
No. What would
Jay
you-
Z.
No.
He's not on there, is he?
Jay Z wasn't on Spotify. I just want to make a clarification now. It was his 50th birthday the other day. So happy birthday to the best rapper alive.
If he's watching, sure.
If you're watching, bro, Sean, hit me up. Let's go studio. And he all his music, his entire catalog was put back onto Spotify, which is sick.
Mad.
I was looking right. He has 8 million listeners a month. 8 million listeners a month, monthly listeners, and that was when his whole catalog wasn't even on there. JJ right now has about 3 million, which is insane. Okay,
Yeah.
he's smashing it, and that's JJ like smashing it. Jay-Z just chilling, not really putting anything new
That
on
is
there.
Jay Z's bread and butter, though.
That is, yeah, of course.
I know it's
of
not
course.
anything new or anything. But
Yeah, but I'm just saying like how, because I think Drake's on like
yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
I don't wanna
dirty.
know.
Okay, so
Okay, Drake.
yeah, Randolph, Drake, Post Malone, the new ones. The other two are old school, like 2000s gangster rap. So who's my favorite artist that I always say?
Jay-Z.
No. Like Jay-Z's the best rapper alive, but who's my like personal favorite artist? The reason I started making music. So 50 Cent.
Oh,
Yeah, but he's not on here.
Okay.
But it's related to him.
Oh God. I don't know.
G Unit.
Oh,
the group G Unit.
No, like part of me would have
We
guessed
said that. Yeah, and then Lloyd Banks, who's in G Unit.
Okay,
So I don't think you would have got either of those two.
Never would have guessed either of
Yeah.
those.
Okay, I'll tell you the top songs.
Okay.
Top songs is "Want It All" by Randolph.
I want it all.
I don't know why.
I want it all.
I'm pretty sure that's the last song I've released before Slow Motion.
What's the next words?
I want it all. I want it all. I want the cents and dollars and all, or something like that.
Okay.
I can't remember. It's so old.
Okay.
It's so old.
Next song.
New Freezer. With Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, I'm surprised he's not there. Actually, I should have guessed him.
Yeah. New
Okay.
Freezer. King's Dead. With Kendrick Lamar again.
Okay.
Look Alive featuring Drake.
Okay.
And this is why I've done this now, because I do realize in the decade I would have listened to a lot of Spotify. And the other one is Ric Flair Drip. I love that beat.
Fair enough.
That beat is so good, right?
I mean, that song is sick. But
so sick, man.
It's quite an odd one.
Yeah,
Isn't
but
it?
I banged it out so much. And let me tell you a funny story. I know the producer who made that beat. He made a beat
Subtle
on
flex, little name drop.
I bought a beat off him once.
Yeah.
He was a sick guy. As soon as this song came out, he's never replied to me again.
Oh my God.
How crazy is that?
People change, yo. People
They do, man.
change.
And I mean, I don't blame him, but it happens so much in the industry. Someone makes it big like that, and they just. I mean,
Well,
anyway.
one day when you're big and you'll go, you know what? He'll send you a beat and you go, nah, fam.
But I'm the type of guy where like I know he's a sick producer, so I'll be
Yeah.
like, yeah, let's do it, man. Let's just So anyway, top premium of the year. Let's go. Artists. Do you want to guess it, or should I just go through it?
How many of them will I guess, do you reckon?
Your guess.
Post Malone.
Yep.
50 Cent.
No. Think about
Drake.
No.
Kendrick Lamar.
Do the obvious ones.
Randolph. KSI.
And, yep. So that's three.
That's three.
Two more.
Will I guess, like, are they guessable?
One's guessable. I think you might struggle with the last one. but
Kendrick Lamar.
No.
Travis Scott.
No.
Post Malone. G Unit.
No. it's like a big artist, but not the biggest, but one of the most creative. He dropped an album recently.
Oh, I don't know. Frank Ocean.
Kanye.
No, Kanye. Okay.
Yeah. And the last one is Russ.
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that.
But I've listened to only 800 minutes of Spotify this year.
Yeah, mine was like 33,000.
Yeah. But I listened to Apple Music and I listened to like my downloaded music.
Okay, so here are the songs.
Top songs.
One of them's going to be yours.
Red Alert.
Yep.
The other one is Panini.
But
Panini.
that song is a banger, and it is because it's short as well.
Yeah. And what I love about this is when he dropped that album or his EP, 7-song EP, everyone was like, oh, it's going to flop now because he had such a big song. But we were talking before and I was like, there's no such thing as a one-hit wonder anymore if you're relevant on Twitter, social media, because on radio, you drop a song and you could disappear by the label's choice, or if you don't have a hot song. But if you build an artist, build an audience, which he has with his memes and everything, if you drop a song, people are going to listen to it. And if it's good, then they'll get it, you know? So Panini did that. And also that song did better than the one he had with Cardi B. And that song is good as well, but I'm happy that his own song did better.
100%.
Amazing. So Panini, second song is Murder on My Mind by Melly.
You know he's coming out soon.
Yeah, I heard that. Of jail.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry.
I love that track. It's horrible. It's so messed up.
But it's
a
really
banger.
like that song. And I
horrible.
hate how much I like it.
I know. Like, you listen to it like, yeah, then he says what he says and you're like, no. No. Then Red Alert.
Okay.
Then Ain't Going Back by Russ.
Okay.
A underrated song. And then Going Bad featuring Drake, which I love. It's the one with Meek Mill. It's Meek Mill's song.
Oh,
and it kind of was like
yeah.
out of tune at the beginning. JJ said he didn't like that song, but I think it's a banger.
Okay.
So that's my top 5 Spotify Wrapped.
Huh. See, like the fact Post Malone is like in both of ours,
Yeah.
it just shows like Post Malone is so much bigger.
So big.
He's
man.
dropping some new Crocs soon, you know?
Yeah, I saw that.
I've got his old one.
I saw
I'm
that
getting
today.
the new ones.
Yeah.
Like, wait.
Do you think Freezy cries when he sees that? Or do you think he appreciates it?
What, mine?
No, the fact that Post Malone is doing a lot of collaborations with Crocs.
Oh, he loves it.
He would love to get one, right?
Yeah. I think they came out today.
I saw an advert of Post Malone posting them with his feet out. Well, what he did with his foot in the Croc.
Damn.
I actually just want to check what Jay-Z's on now. You know, his monthly listeners, now his music's been put onto the 10 million.
Mad.
It's gone up 2 million just for his release. Let's go on to Drake. Guess how many Drake monthly listeners he has?
52 million.
44.
I was quite close actually.
Yeah.
That was a random.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a lot for. I think it's still a lot for Jay-Z, considering half his platform wasn't even his catalog wasn't even on Spotify.
Yeah.
Crazy, really. It just goes to show how sick of a guy Jay-Z is, and realistically what he's done for music and hip hop in general.
Shut up. You know who has done a lot for music
Me.
and hip hop in general and
Yeah,
rap?
me.
No, not you.
Oh.
Eminem.
Okay. Yeah. There we go.
Eminem has. Eminem
For sure. Yeah.
is how many monthly listeners do you reckon Eminem has?
Well, let's guess.
I reckon like 14 mil.
I'm gonna say 20 mil. 30 million.
That's mad.
That is mad.
That is that's like
mad.
keeping up with Drake.
Ish.
Considering Drake is like still peaking,
Yeah.
whereas Eminem, as much as I love him, he's not releasing as much music.
He's not as relevant as Drake is right now.
Yeah.
His music is timeless, and he's still posting stuff now and then. But yeah.
Although I wonder if we had checked a couple of days ago, what
Post Malone, guess how many?
126?
Million.
Yeah.
But that's double Drake.
Yes.
No, 57 million.
Okay.
7, but that's more than Drake. That is mad. Drake's 44. Post Malone's 57. That is nuts. Wow.
So
Go on, carry on.
Eminem the other day,
Yeah.
got dissed by Nick Cannon. However, Nick Cannon.
I think they've had beef for a while.
They have.
But I haven't been keeping up with it because I just don't care about Nick Cannon.
Yeah, I mean, I watched some YouTube clips of like Wild and Out, but I don't watch
don't
it.
get me wrong. I used to watch that as a kid. I like the show. I
You
respect
didn't
him
watch
for
it
that.
for Nick Cannon though.
No, I watched it for
just
everyone else.
yeah.
Yeah. And shout out Timothy Legato because he's on there as well.
Yeah,
isn't he?
yeah, for
Big
sure.
guy.
So so Nick Cannon released a diss track, and one of the lines, for example, was, "Heard your chauffeur's got a video of you sucking a cock,
Yeah.
but
You paid him off.
you paid him off, then laid him off. Now tell me who's really the op," or something like
yeah.
that. And Eminem replied saying, "What was it said?"
Oh, he said something like, I've never even used a chauffeur, bro. You're bougie.
Yeah, he said like, "Don't be bougie," and he also said, "Don't speak on my cock," or something like that.
Yeah.
So and then he's also said, "I want an apology." It was like, "I want an apology, Nicholas," or something like
Yeah.
that.
Like something about his gardener.
Yeah, he was like, "My gardener's getting jealous."
Yeah.
It was just jokes. But that song, as I was listening to it, so it kind of goes like a chorus. There's like a talking bit at the
Bro,
start.
there's so many choruses.
Yeah.
They should have doubled up the verses and done like half less choruses, man.
It goes chorus, Nick Cannon, chorus, someone else, chorus, someone else, chorus, someone else, chorus, then a talking bit.
Yeah.
And it's because each of them only does 8 bars,
Probably, yeah.
something like that. But Nick Cannon's first, when I heard him, I was literally there like,
It's so trash.
I was like, this sounds like a YouTube diss.
Like, yeah. I was thinking the same thing. We were watching it before the podcast together, and we were like we don't talk about it. We talk about it on the podcast. I was literally thinking that is worse than a lot of YouTubers' disses.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about the YouTubers like, say me, without being cocky, who I do music before YouTube, right? I'm saying he literally sounds worse than a YouTuber like Harry. It sounds worse than a YouTuber trying to rap. It's awful, man.
It is.
And considering Nick Cannon is a rapper.
Even the production doesn't sound good. Like he doesn't sound like it doesn't
Recorded
sound
at the
like
same
a
place.
mastered thing.
No,
or
it doesn't. It's trash. I saw Screw tweeted saying it sounds like he's rapping while reading a teleprompter. And that's so true, right? It just doesn't sound right.
I'm so happy you're agreeing with me on this, by the way, because everyone was just like, Eminem, Simon's an Eminem fanboy.
Oh, no.
It's like-
I mean, obviously, like, you are an Eminem fanboy, as a lot of people are,
Yeah.
because he's a big artist in the world. But, like, when it comes to Nick Cannon, and I'd put more legitimacy on Machine Gun Kelly's diss. Like,
Machine Gun Kelly's diss is sick.
it was good. It's a good song, right?
Yeah.
I think people go at Eminem now in the same way someone in the YouTube world will go at JJ. If you go at JJ and it lands and he even acknowledges you, you're gonna get so much publicity, right?
Yeah.
And the thing about JJ is he doesn't need to do disses on Net Nobody, you know, because it's just shining light on them. It's gonna make them bigger. But why JJ does it is because it makes him look good, it makes him funny, and he enjoys it, right?
Yeah.
So it's like Eminem really, like if you're gonna go at Eminem might think this is not worth my time. However, I can put a diss track out that's gonna get more views and more plays because it's just a diss track, and people are gonna like it, and it's another new Eminem song. So it's kind of a weird one. It's like I shouldn't really respond to this. I shouldn't buy it, but also I've got an opportunity to release a sick song here.
So the thing is, it's like, just to clear up how bad it is, one of his lines, he makes a pun and calls Eminem
Elvis Pusley.
Elvis Pusley.
I'm pretty sure it's that, right?
Yeah.
Elvis
he's
Pussy.
like Elvis Presley, Elvis Pussy.
Yeah.
It's just so bad.
It's such a bad line.
Like that
It's
line.
not even delivered well. Nothing good. There's nothing good about this whole track.
Like the other people were better than him.
Yeah,
as well.
for sure. I was like, these guys are good. And
Like-
you were saying they're just guys off Wild and Out, right?
I recognize 2 of them from Wild and Out.
Yeah.
I don't know about the others. There's another guy as well, Conceited, who's in the video a lot, but I don't know if he didn't do a verse. He's not in the.
Yeah.
But he sings. They focus on him a lot on the chorus, but I'm like,
Is he
I
singing?
showed
I
you
don't
him rapping, and
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was a singing chorus. I don't
Yeah.
know, but I don't know. That whole thing is just
It's weird, man. And then they have the Suge Knight at the end, the radio tape playing, where he's trying to say that Eminem is the next Vanilla Ice.
yeah.
And
But
that
then he's almost like saying, "Oh, Eminem's got a target on him now." Blah blah blah.
Yeah, and he has to respond within 24 hours.
Otherwise, Detroit has to disown him.
Just Detroit ain't disowning Eminem.
No, they're not going to go like, "Oh yeah, nah, he didn't reply." You know what? Nick Cannon's our new lord.
Nick Cannon has showed Eminem up on a song. Now we're going to remove Eminem from our city, where he's from. It's like, nah, no way. They're going to ride for Eminem fully, 100%.
And you know it's going to be like, if Eminem does respond and it's not within 24 hours, it's going to be a whole thing of like, oh, we said 24 hours and you took, what, 4 days?
Yeah, but sometimes it's good to keep them waiting because it builds up the builds up the suspension, you know? I remember he took a while when he did an MGK diss track back, and that's one of the biggest songs
Well, I mean, like
that year, you know? Killshot.
Who was it? Chip and Bugsy Malone.
Yeah.
Bugsy dissed Chip,
Yeah.
and it kind of like that. They had sick diss tracks, and then it ended, and then all of a sudden, what, like 4 months later or something like that, like 4 months, or I don't know how, it was something like that. Chip just does three diss tracks in 3 days, and everyone's kind of there like, after the first one, they were like, "All right, you've done a diss track, it's sick, but you did take 4 months. That's a long time."
Yeah.
But then they're like, "Oh wait, now he's done a second one. Now he's done a third one." Then Bugsy comes back. Then Chip comes back,
Yeah.
and it's like, okay, we'll accept it.
Yeah, a lot of diss tracks and like rap beef is good for the artists, you know?
Honestly,
Some of it can be personal and very, very bad, and you can tell they're doing it like for real. Other ones, it's just like a way to just exercise your like,
yeah,
you know, lyricism and then just put tracks out. Like Drake and Meek Mill also, that's one that was serious, then got squashed, and then they were on a track together on the biggest song of the year on the track together. So it can be good sometimes.
See, we were actually talking about that yesterday. We were like, that Chip Bugsy beef is Chip's diss tracks. I think I preferred more of them.
Yeah.
Some of Bugsy's were insane.
Yep.
But I don't think I would have listened to Bugsy as much if Chip hadn't done that and gone at him and shown Bugsy then show how good he is.
Yeah.
And now Bugsy is like one of my favorite artists.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's like, that's all come from just taking that opportunity.
Yeah, yeah.
And
That's what I haven't done good enough this year. So a lot of people would have heard me from the diss tracks. I should have followed it up more with my own songs. But the trouble is we had the album before the whole diss tracks were happening. We had that ready, and then we put that out, went on tour, and then like now I'm ready to put some more music out, but it's a little bit late. So it's sick though. Wait till you guys hear it. I think you'll enjoy it.
that can be our ad for today.
I can be that ad, yeah. Well, I want to touch on it as well because I was gonna say, talking about diss tracks and that, this year I did plan to do the Dismas. You know what?
Yeah, I remember we spoke about it last year, and then all of a sudden, about
December
3-4 days ago, I was watching Scotty Sire. And
Is he doing
I
it
was-
again?
No, he's not.
Okay.
But I was watching him and I was like, wait, is he? I don't know, but I was watching him and I was like, oh wait, you said you can do it this
Yeah.
year. And,
I think the way I wanted to do it though was very high production, and obviously what I'm doing right now is I'm working on an EP that's going to be coming out in January. It's the first time I mentioned it other than on a stream, but yeah, I'm going to drop an EP in January. And I was like, realistically, we had the fight as well. I knew JJ was dropping his down like that track. I was like, I didn't want to release my stuff while that was happening. So I was like, I'll release it a little bit later. And I'm like, realistically, if I've got the choice of putting out an EP and like proper music, I don't really want to then also have like some diss tracks going out in the same month. But just to explain to the people what I was going to do, it was going to be like a joke, right? Like Scott decided, like tongue in cheek. So I would diss people like JJ, maybe people like the Sidemen, like close to me. Then I would do weird disses, like I just go at Logan Paul in a funny way, or I'd go at like David Dobrik. But they would all be, it wouldn't be like cringe like actual diss tracks. It would just be like corny jokes.
Yeah.
Just kind of like bantery. So I was like, I don't really want to
just basically as many puns as you can.
yeah,
Kind of thing.
Yeah. And I was going to do them back to back. So I was going to do like 12 days, or I was going to do, in the end, I was going to do 7 diss tracks in 7 days, and just call it Dismiss, and just literally every day release a diss track and like a vlog accompanying it, and perhaps like a reaction of someone watching it. So like maybe I'll get JJ to react to his one, or I'll get like maybe you to react to one on the Sidemen, or on like someone like David Dobrik, you know. But I thought it's a big project, and I don't want to I don't want to
You
waste.
don't want to do it badly.
I don't want to do it badly, and I don't want to waste the opportunity to put my own music out that's going to develop me as an artist. Because this would be more for like YouTube and more for like, you know, Randy we were talking about.
Randy, yeah.
Yeah, that would be more for that. So I still might do that next year, for example, or do it at another point, but pushing it back for now. But it would have been sick. But now I got an EP coming out in January. I got 2 features on it that people were trying to guess on my stream, and no one got them.
It's not 50 Cent.
It's not 50 Cent, unfortunately.
It's Jay-Z.
It's Jay-Z, yeah.
Jay-Z was texting him after he said, "Oh, hit me up."
Yeah.
He started texting him.
The reason I was saying I was texting Laura, but in real life, I was texting Jay-Z.
Yeah.
He sits down.
They look similar.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah. Music dusted off.
Yeah.
Nick Cannon dusted off.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds weird.
What? Yeah.
Just dusted off Nick Cannon.
Sound like
To be fair, yeah.
Sound like the chauffeur.
The issue with the people in the Wild Night writing that song, for example, is like, I like the puns that they do when they like do rap battles against each other.
Yeah.
But they're not real rap battles. It's more like tongue in cheek, like what I was talking about on those diss tracks. It's like stupid stuff, you know, not good enough for like an actual serious diss. And that video is like black and white. Everyone's acting cool. And I'm pretty sure Nick Cannon literally said in there, like, this is going to ruin Eminem. He says a line. I can't remember what the line is. He's like, he's going to be done after this. I'm like, are you mad?
Like one of the lyrics as well is he says something about like, oh, you're raising a daughter that's not your own. You got Haley and you got a daughter that's not even your own.
Yeah.
I saw a comment that said, oh, it's his niece. His brother Ronnie died and he had to look after her.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know if that's true, but I saw like it had quite a few likes.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of there like, your insult is, oh, you're raising your niece.
You're doing a great thing for that girl.
Yeah. It's like,
you're bad for that. It makes no sense.
Because that's not the whole thing of, you know, like, oh, he's dating a girl who's got pregnant by another dude. It's like, that's, I don't know, it was weak.
When the track first came out, I saw Philip DeFranco tweet something that said, which is like a series of images. He was like, I've not laughed this much in a while. The first image was how many dislikes it had to likes.
It's also got it's like 130k dislikes to like 30k likes. Yeah. So it's not just us that don't think it's good.
At the time, anyone who goes to Eminem will struggle to actually, because Eminem has such a big audience.
Yeah.
Even someone who's really sick, like MGK goes at him, it's still going to be a little bit negative towards him because you've got Eminem fanboys.
You carry on. I'm gonna look up the likes on that.
Yeah. So anyway, the comment was hilarious, right? So this guy commented on the video and said, I bet this diss track is so bad that this comment will have more likes in the video. And at the time, the comment had 1.2 thousand likes and the video had 1.1 thousand likes. How peak is that someone commenting is going to get more likes than you got on your own track? Damn.
So Machine Gun Kelly has 263 million views on his.
That's mad.
2.4 million likes.
Yeah.
1.2 million dislikes. So he's doubled his.
Nice.
Like, that shows that, okay, like, even if you're an Eminem fanboy, it's like, well, it's a decent song.
Bro, you know what happens a lot of time in
Eminem's.
How many views is that on?
313 mil. But the likes, about to hit 5 million likes. 160k dislikes.
It's nuts, man.
That's mad.
You know what happens in most diss battles is people watching that will go and listen to both artists more.
Yeah.
So my channel, a lot of the time, when someone gets recommended to me, it literally will say, Deji viewers watch this. So it's like a lot of my audience is just Deji fans. It's just like, you know, now it is just, you know, someone's like, oh, this guy's just, that's like the Quadeca and JJ thing. They're both grown because of each of their diss tracks.
Yeah, for sure.
Albeit there wasn't as like serious, but still, like, it just, you know, yeah. Diss tracks are a funny thing. They're a weird thing. They can be so brutal, and on the other hand, they can be so fun, you know?
It's just two people or teams going at it.
Yeah.
Just like the Manchester Derby.
Wow. You've even surprised me with that segue.
So yeah, quick football chat. We're not going to talk that long because we always do it.
Yeah.
But Man United played Man City. I tweeted out. I don't know if you saw this.
I voted before I started filming. Before I started filming, I saw you tweet that, and I voted United. I had a feeling they were going to win.
You know, the thing is, I always have that feeling United will win against a big team. Like, when they play like Norwich, I'm like, I have no idea what's going to happen here.
Well, they did it against Spurs as well.
Yeah.
They drew against City, right?
Yeah. Well, no, that was the City game the other day.
They drew that. Did they win? They drew.
Yeah, they won. Wait, what was the score?
Fam, I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, Randolph knows nothing about football." The first half, I was watching the game. First half I was filming, so it was 2-0 at half time. The second half, I got back from New York, right, and I was just falling asleep that day, so I was half asleep. So I don't know how.
Yeah, they won 2-1.
Okay, 2-1. Yeah, they beat Spurs 2-1.
Yeah, Otamendi scored in the 85th minute.
That's the one. Yeah.
But admittedly, United did get very lucky. They had So they got a penalty
Yeah.
that was given by VAR.
I saw
So that
City should have
it
had a
was-
penalty.
Man United's was a penalty.
Right.
Like he actually did just get bodied. He got bodied
Yeah.
off the ball. But City before that had a penalty that I kind of thought, I was like, I didn't know if I would give it. But apparently the new rule of handball is if it hits your hand, it's a handball.
Yeah.
Not like if my arms are like this and it hits my hand,
Oh.
that's not handball. Like if your hand is in an unnatural position and blocks the ball, that's a handball.
Right.
Or if it's intentional kind of thing.
Yeah, okay. I think it's different for an attacker, you know. I think the rules are different for an attacker than a defensive player.
Okay. Well, basically, I was watching it with like all the other guys, and
Yeah.
I think Ethan told me the rule is now like, oh, they've changed it this year or something. So if it is, a case of, because it's kind of there, like the defender's arm unluckily hits it, and it's like it's not really out of the way, but then it happens again, and it's like blatant.
Yep.
Both of them go to VAR, and both of them say no penalty. So I was like, they're like, they've had one definite and one probably should have. Neither of them given. United get given one, and then they go and win.
With VAR, do you think, like, it's a tough one. Do you think it should be gone completely or just improved?
I like it.
Because
I hated it to start with, and now I like it.
Because I'm watching Forest again last week. We didn't win. We lost when I was there at the game. It wasn't the Millwall game. It was a different game at home. And there were about 3 different handball.
There's no VAR though.
There's no VAR. So I'm like, there's 3 different potential handballs they would have been all in our favour. 2 were in the box, 1 was outside the box, and they were all clear to me. I'm like, if we had the VAR, at least we would know those. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, so you saying you want it?
I mean, I
Because
definitely.
if that was the other way around, you'd probably be there like, yeah, thank God we don't have it.
But at least it's fair, you know. But then I wish they improved that. They definitely need to make improvements, and I hope they will throughout the years. It definitely slows the game down way too much. There's still so much subjectivity in it. But in terms of like an obvious handball, I'm like, come on. Like in the championship, we would have had a penalty and won that game.
See, I like it because it is a case of like, there was a bit where I think it was the United penalty. So I think it was Bernardo Silva did it.
Yeah.
Did the foul. And then it went to VAR. They cut back to them. He goes penalty. And then Bernardo Silva's there like, oh, what? How is it? How is it a penalty? And I'm like, bruh, they've gone to a camera, like they've gone and 10 people have just looked at different angles and said it's a pen.
Yeah.
Don't argue.
Yeah.
There's no point. That's why I like it though, because it's like,
They've decided.
there's still wrong decisions. City should have had a penalty,
Yeah.
but it does stop most arguments.
And it's not like as if the ref hasn't seen it. They're the worst ones. They were the worst ones in the Premier League where the ref, you can tell the ref has not seen it.
Yeah.
He's made it up.
Yeah.
Or like when he sent off, did he send off Kieran Gibbs instead of Oxlade-Chamberlain?
Yeah, stuff like that is like, it's just like terrible decisions.
One thing that might improve the whole sport is that they might start improving the cameras now. You know, because like the VAR people, the VAR referees in the control room are watching like the Sky feed.
Yeah.
So
But then they get the other angles after as well.
Okay, but do they? Or is it?
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty sure it's just what because think about it.
Because we see the other angles on TV.
Yeah, but the only reason we see them is because the TV is filming them. Like they don't have a VAR. They don't have an actual camera rig set up for the referees. It's just what.
No, but I think
Sky
they
film.
but I think they get all the feeds or something. I don't know. There must be something.
Yeah, they just got to improve the camera work. They got to have they got to have Max as well. I would love that. I'd love to see
I'd love
Max
that.
and referees in
Yeah.
the Premier League. It would be so much different to rugby. The rugby referees are so firm, but they're so polite.
All the players are more polite as well.
Yeah, and maybe they'll argue, yes, but then the referee will still like put them in their place. In England, in the Premier League, if we heard that, it would be disgusting.
Yeah. That's
Some of the
probably
things
why I
you-
don't have it though.
Yeah, for
Just
sure.
to be
That's
18 to
definitely why,
listen to it.
Some of the things that the players, you can see the mouth of the referee is obscene. If I was a referee, I'd just send them all off. Like, don't say that to me.
What did you say?
Yeah.
Red card.
Real quick, Emery got sacked.
Yep.
Arsenal still did awful until they won last night
Yeah.
against West Ham.
They were
Also-
1-0 down as well.
They were, yeah. I saw Calix tweet like, what are the odds on Arsenal getting relegated? And then they won. And he was like, what's the odds of Arsenal winning the league? And then Everton have now offered the job apparently to Emery. And also Forest Leeds. Forest are struggling right now. And Leeds are just going from win to win.
6 wins in a row.
That's when you look on BBC now, their whole thing is just green.
Yeah, it's so nice.
Forest-
It's about to hit Christmas though.
Yeah, but I can't believe Forest is still up there. To be fair, like the amount of draws we've had recently, and maybe a loss here and there,
It's
it's
because
still up there.
what is happening with the Premiership and the Championship, where it's just like everyone's being pretty awful at the moment.
Yeah.
Because
So
like everyone except Liverpool in the Premier League right now.
not necessarily awful, but more consistent. The gap's getting smaller.
Well, and Leicester. But the Premiership,
Yeah.
it's like it's taking less for Liverpool this year to be so far ahead.
True, but they also have only drawn one game, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. But I'm not saying they haven't done well.
You're saying like no one's behind them.
Right now, like
Yeah.
they're so far ahead of City.
Yeah. And I was going to say this year, I would say that this is every year in the Premier League now, it's getting more and more like La Liga, not in terms of the quality going down in other clubs, in the sense that you're having a few clubs that are running away with it, i.e. Liverpool and City, albeit I know City this year are kind of trash right now, or just not winning games. But I would say Liverpool and City are generally leagues ahead of everyone else. But the competition, the quality of the smaller teams is also rising significantly.
Yeah, although Leicester
are smashing it. That's what I'm saying.
Leicester,
Wolves,
if you look at all defensive stats for the Premier League, they're winning.
That's crazy.
Like
I believe
they've let in 10 goals this season.
Yeah, man. That's why Brendan Rodgers just like literally Arsenal manager got sacked. He signs a new 5-year deal. He's like, I'm not going.
Honestly, Leicester are unreal.
They're doing well.
I would love Leicester to win the league this year.
Again, it would be more of an accomplishment than when they did it the first time.
That's weird that you said that. I was talking to someone about this last night, and they said the exact same sentence.
What, did you agree with them?
Yeah,
because like when they did it, yes, it was amazing. They were playing very well, but it was sort of a one-off. Like no one expected it. They went from like down there to win the league. Yes, they were playing non-stop, but then the season after they kind of dropped off a little bit. Ranieri got sacked. It was.
Well, they sold Kante.
Yes, yeah, but now like they're actually doing it again, but on a consistent basis. It's not a surprise now because they've actually been. It's still a surprise, but they're just doing better and better. So it would be great to see them actually develop into a top team. Because now you can't say what the top six is. Back in the day, it used to be Man U, Man City, Arsenal, Chelsea. While Liverpool was like, in the
Liverpool and Tottenham are those.
Yeah.
And
then obviously back in the day, Liverpool for sure were up there. But like that was a top 4. Then the top 7, you'd go Liverpool, Spurs, Everton.
Yeah.
For so long, and now. You can't really do that anymore. You can't call the top 4 really.
Like after last season, you'd probably go, Liverpool or City will probably win it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Spurs.
Who knows?
Spurs are doing exactly what we said. They won like 3 games in a row and they're like 4th now. Well, they were,
Yeah.
They lost against United, obviously, but Mourinho seems to be doing a good job there. United, he was like, someone was tweeting us saying like, Randolph's going to have to pay you £1,000 now. Because I did actually change my bet and I was like, if United even get second, I should still pay you that. So... Everyone's after one win against City.
So I tweeted out like a poll who's going to win, City or United.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, United got like they got like 35 to 40%.
Yeah.
I was like, that's quite a lot considering City. And as I'm scrolling through my notifications, I just see one tweet. Like I didn't scroll through many, but I scrolled through one, got to one, and it says like, anyone who voted United is like a proper idiot or something like that. So then as soon as they won, I just quick tweeted it.
Oh, it's like what I did. When Forest were playing awful against...
Oh, yeah, I waited till the final whistle went.
Yeah. Forest were playing awful against Millwall. We were losing the first half. Could have been 3 or 4, apparently. I was on TV, but I couldn't watch it because we were out and about in New York. I had like the feed on my phone, though. And then, so Forest equalise. Lewis Graven comes on, scores with his first touch. And then we score again, Lewis Graven again in the 88th minute. And I'm like, cry yourself to sleep, Zerka. And then literally 2 minutes after that, I said to Steve. Steve was like, they're going to draw the game. And then they score, it's 2-2. And I'm like, I should have waited. It was like the 80th minute. I wasn't watching it. So I'm like, I should have this in the bag, Because I can't believe a team at that. At 80th minute, you can't concede. You go up. How do you concede?
4 minutes to just hold on.
No, how though? Yeah, exactly. Like, surely you put everything into it. And apparently the goalkeeper did make a mistake and he owned up to it. But that would have been such a good win for us. Such a good win. There's actually a game tonight, right now, that I can't go to. We're at home right now. But it's a midweek game, Tuesday night, and they're the ones that I struggle to get to. Saturday, I can kind of plan to it, but I couldn't get to this one. But that's why, on Twitter, someone called you and I, which tweeted about Leeds and Forest, someone with a no profile picture, and I usually try and stay away from the trolls, but this guy was like, you both are the biggest plastic fans in the world. I'm like, how? I'm like, I spot Forest, you spot Leeds. When really, like you could have spotted United, right? Your brothers do.
Oh yeah, my brothers raised me as a United fan.
Yeah, it's not like we chose these teams.
I went off United when they were winning the league.
Yeah. He's like,
I made a big mistake.
I was like, I replied to him like, bro, I was at the Forest game.
Yeah, it's one of them classic things, like, because I don't go to many games anyway. I haven't been to one in a while.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, you're a plastic fan. It's like, Some people don't have time. Some people don't have, you know. Some people can't. Okay, so someone who's a Man United fan that can't afford to go to the game.
Yeah.
Plastic fan.
Exactly. It's ridiculous. And like, I do struggle.
I can't afford. I'm saying I don't have time.
I don't really have time to go to the Forest games because I really enjoy going with my dad. Mainly with my dad. I enjoy going to the football, but I enjoy that like tradition with him. You know, I want to spend as much time with him as possible. So I'm like, I'll try and get back as much as I can. I do miss a lot, but I'm sure if you had the choice and if you could easily get back, you'd probably go to my games.
Yeah, the thing is, it's like I'd have to go 2.5 hours up there.
Nottingham is a really easy train line from London. It's like 1 hour 30. My dad picks me up from Nottingham station, goes straight to the game, easy.
I went 2.5 hours up there, 2.5 hours back. Plus, we always have filming. So I'm there like, okay, so that is the whole day because it's also the match. And then, I'm not going to lie, the last time I went, I didn't even get to watch much of the match because it was people asking for pictures. Because as soon as one kid comes over and takes a picture, it's like a few people turn their heads and start looking. Like, okay.
Now I'm wearing this hat a lot more. I think there's a lot more people that'll like wait for me in the stadium. But I still enjoy going to the game. But I tried so hard. I was like, Randolph, do not reply to this guy. Do not reply to him. And I was like, you know what? I'm replying to him. I was like, bro, I've got a season ticket and I'm at the game right now. He was like, yeah, I bet you don't go to the away games. I'm like, you're right. I guess I am plastic.
Was he? You said he doesn't have a profile picture.
No, he's a troll. He's a troll, man. His main purpose is to get a response, and I gave it him.
Yeah.
And then I blocked him.
You're a bit.
I was just like, go away.
You're a bit.
Yeah, a bit, bro. A bit for sure, man.
So yeah, I watched that United City game at Ethan's place.
Yeah.
And like, as it gets to like the last 20 minutes, the fight's on. So there was also the boxing, and there was a Dillian White fight. Then there was the Hunter fight.
Yeah.
Then there was the Joshua fight.
Yeah.
So Dillian White's fighting in the last 20 minutes. So Ethan's like continuously changing it between the two. I'm like, please, I want to watch both, but I can't.
You should put a laptop down.
We should have.
His TV was massive.
His TV is huge.
What do you think? 80-inch?
I think it is.
Surely.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
But yeah. So the boxing was like this White fight. Yeah. Honestly, you didn't see it. I've never seen him look so unfit.
Yeah, apparently everyone said he won, but just barely.
Yeah. But it was literally those two. Like, imagine you've just done like a 20-mile run.
Yeah.
And then you have to have a fight. That's what it looked like after the first couple of rounds.
What is it? Apparently you put like a stone on before the fight, 3 weeks before the fight.
Both of them were huge.
Why do boxers do that? Boxers love putting loads of weight on. Even Ruiz was like, I put too much weight on.
Yeah.
I'm like, you could have not done that. You're a boxer. You knew AJ was going to drop weight as well. Like,
well, theirs just looked like the White fight just looked like, okay, they've both just got a big paycheck here.
Yeah.
They're just like, here's some money, have a fight. They're like, cool.
But a lot of people calling for AJ to fight Dillian White next. Because
he won, innit? Dillian White is a good show though. Like, he's a good showman.
Yeah, the trouble is with AJ, after losing to Ruiz and then beating him, I don't think he can go straight to like Tyson Fury or Wilder. So I think he has to have another fight.
No, that's what everyone's calling for though.
But I don't think they would. I think they would laugh at him and be like, nah, man.
No, Wilder's literally said he won't fight me. He's scared. That's it.
They're saying he's scared.
Joshua's scared of Wilder.
Yeah. That's what everyone was saying before he even fought Ruiz.
Yeah.
So he was supposed to beat Ruiz.
Wilder would take it 100%.
Yeah.
Because Wilder will go, right, I'll beat him, and then
true. That's true. But I don't think AJ would do it.
He gets the belts as well.
True. Do you think AJ would do that? I think
I don't think AJ will fight Wilder.
People have been saying that he was the one ducking. I don't know. You know, a lot of people are saying Wilder's ducking. A lot of people are saying AJ was ducking. But no, I do think AJ could have afforded to do a few more fights like he did with Ruiz. But I don't think it didn't go to plan. The first fight did not go to plan.
Well, then after the White fight, there was the Hunter v Povetkin fight.
Yeah.
Which ended up in a draw.
Yeah.
Which that just proves that it does happen. Okay.
I came into the last like 2 rounds and that, and both of them guys were knackered. They were so slow, just honestly, throwing like
the Russian guy Povetkin was so Russian. Like the first couple rounds, Hunter just destroys his face, and then Povetkin's just still there, like, haha, I'd fight you now. And that fight just carries on in it. That was a mad fight. Yeah. But then the Joshua fight. So you saw the whole of this.
Yeah. Well, I came to Eaton's, but like we landed that day, and I was so unsure. I was like, I don't really want to go because I just want to like chill at home, fall asleep and stuff. But I was like, I do really want to watch the fight, and I don't want to watch it on my own. I'd rather watch it with other people. So I did come through in the end. I actually fell asleep. I was almost late because I fell asleep at the end of the Man U game and Man U and City game, and so did Laura. And Laura was supposed to wake me up to tell me to go to his. So I woke up like Laura, and she woke up, and we both woke up at the same time, and we were both arguing at each other. We had like a big argument. I was like, why didn't you wake me up? She was like, you didn't wake me up. You know, we're all dazed. But yeah, I made it through, and I was just super tired that day. But it was a good fight.
So Ruiz was too heavy.
Yeah, yeah.
Like too heavy.
He even said he said he's like, I decided to train myself this fight,
Yeah.
or like make the decision myself.
I don't get how you go about that because he then argues he wants a third fight.
And then AJ was like, "Yeah, we'll do that on
Yeah,
Mike."
but
I'm like,
has
he
to
ain't
say
gonna do that.
He
Yeah,
has to say it.
Yeah.
He's not gonna go like, no, we're done.
yeah. I'm like JJ. JJ was like, "No."
It's because it's like it's 1-1. It does make sense
It
for
does
a
make
third
sense,
fight,
yeah,
but
yeah.
no one wants it.
No, I want to see AJ move on now.
There's a clip though of AJ where he's talking. I can't remember what fight he's talking about, but he's basically saying that I think it was a Fury fight, and he's just like, oh yeah, all he does is kind of run around him. He's scared for 12 rounds. He's like 12 rounds of running around. Can't respect that.
Damn.
Which is exactly what Joshua did
Yeah.
in that fight.
Yeah, which is a good way of fighting. Really, he made sure he wins.
Oh, that was the way to win it because you see it a couple times. In that fight, looking at Joshua's face, you're like, Joshua hates Ruiz. So much.
Towards the end, like AJ was bossing that fight so much, and towards the end, he let himself get suckered. He let himself get too annoyed by Ruiz that he was going. He was like, he should have just stayed and controlled the fight, but he kept like letting Ruiz get to him, and that's when Ruiz could have landed something. Then that's where it was getting dangerous. Like I was like, AJ, just ignore him. He's doing it on purpose. He's trying to rile you up. Just relax. Just do your thing, man.
Because Joshua was there like just running around him, and then every now and then you see Joshua just like, I just want to hit this guy.
It was when when Ruiz would do like a back of the head shot kind of, or he would like hit him a little bit towards the end
and
of the
Josh was
round.
like, no, I'm gonna mess you up.
Yeah.
Goes in, and they like clinch, and Ruiz would always slip it and hit him like 5 times. And then Josh was like, oh, never mind, I'll stay out here and just win the fight.
There's a lot of we could expose some people for their opinions in that fight so much.
We won't
do that, but it's so funny.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
We'll leave it at that. That fight was, I mean, I just want to see Joshua fight Wilder or Fury.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest.
I
think Wilder would win.
Yeah.
I think Fury would win.
Well, Wilder just hits so strong. You see that? Did you watch his recent fight?
Yeah.
I saw the knockout, and apparently like he was losing.
He wasn't doing much.
Yeah,
and then one hit, and it's not even like a mad hit. It is a mad hit, but it's just I think it was a straight right.
Yeah, you can see the guy's soul leave his body. You can see the sweat come out of his hair, and everyone's like, that's the soul leaving him.
Yeah, it was just so like out of nowhere, bang, done. It's over. Yeah. That's all he needs. Yeah. Which is the issue.
Yeah.
That's why that's why Fury, there is no explanation how Fury got up against him.
Nah, man. It's just like, I think Fury just got some like connection with like some sort of
Juju.
Yeah, some sort of greater spirit up there.
Yeah.
He's got someone on his side for sure. Oh man.
But yeah, that was the boxing. That was a fun night.
Yeah.
And then we had
that's when I left my keys.
Yeah. And that's why this whole debacle has started today.
Yeah, man. I feel like we had some more things we wanted to touch on.
The only thing else we said was the Sidemen video.
Oh, yeah.
So the day after that, we actually had Sidemen filming, but that was for this week's video coming out. The video that just went out, we did like a $10,000 versus $100 holiday Christmas video.
Yeah.
So it's a Christmas Day version. We changed it up. So we did a challenge in the morning. We had to throw some like hoops onto Josh's reindeer hat. And then the winning team got to go to a good house for presents. The bad team, the losing team had to go to the bad one.
Yep.
And that like the presents were terrible. But actually, they were quite funny though. They were quite funny.
I saw Ethan on Instagram with a PlayStation.
Yeah, so he got that.
Nice. Can I just point out, a lot of people are always mad at me for not watching the Sidemen videos, right? This one particular as well, like it came out on the Monday.
Yeah.
Day late is what it is. I was streaming on the Sunday. I was streaming on the Monday. And now I'm here filming this. Like, I couldn't even watch it if I tried to.
Real friends.
Nah, bro.
So there was that, a race car, and like a speaker thing that were the good presents. The bad ones were Lynx Africa.
Is that bad though? Because it's jokes. I would laugh so hard if I got to give him that.
Yeah.
But no, it's bad. No one wants that.
Bollock balm.
Bro.
It was cream to rub on your bollocks.
I want to get some ball deodorant.
What? Anyway, I can't remember what the last one was. But then, yeah, we came back and we do a quiz to see the next one about dinner, a Christmas dinner. What color is Santa's sleigh?
Brown.
Oh my God.
What?
I can't believe you actually... that genuinely wasn't planned.
What?
Santa's sleigh is red.
Oh.
But, so we answer 2 questions. Everyone gets one
right. Is it red?
Everyone gets one right out of the 2.
Yeah.
So then Josh goes, all right, whoever gets this one wrong, like if 2 of you get it wrong, you're in the next. You do a sudden death to see who goes out.
Right.
So he goes, what color is Santa's sleigh? The main color.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's a bit subjective, you know, because it depends what film you watch.
Yeah,
Depends
and people design it differently.
Yeah. So I'm like, it depends. And I'm like, is it what it's made of? Is it like, and he's like, oh yeah, I guess you're right. And he even says off camera, he's like, should I scrap that question? And everyone's like, nah, it's subjective. Like, just put
It's
what
funny
you
as
want.
well, yeah.
They're like, put what you want.
Yeah.
Like, and Ethan's there like, yeah, just write what you think it is. I'm like, all right, okay, cool. Everyone turns it around. Red, 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 red. Gets to me last.
Yeah.
Brown. And Ethan goes, I was going to put brown because it's made of wood, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, it's made of wood. And Josh
Yeah.
goes, it's red. So I lose because of that question.
That's crazy. The whole game.
I lose that, so I have a
Oh,
terrible
wow.
lunch. You know what I had for lunch?
Oh.
They had the sickest Christmas lunch. You know what I had? We had a satsuma for a starter.
Bro,
You know what
can I just say, in America, you know the difference between satsumas and oranges?
Yeah.
There's a difference, right?
Yeah.
My mom, I'm pretty sure, always used to buy satsumas. And they're the greatest thing because they're more juicy, I
Easy to
believe,
peel
and they're
as well.
easy to peel. I went for
Oranges
breakfast.
are horrible.
I went for breakfast in a American breakfast place on my own.
Why was that such a weird laugh?
It was a very nice. It was a very nice hotel. I'm sat there with this orange for about 20 minutes. Right, I'm sat there peeling this. I'm struggling so hard.
You never peel them. Just cut them into slices.
I already started, so I had to finish. I'm texting Laura. I'm like, yo, I can't do this. Everyone's looking at me. Everyone's laughing at me. You know what I do? I just leave it and get up and leave.
Oh my God.
I just leave it on my plate.
20 minutes, but not even an orange.
I didn't even eat it. Anyway, carry on. You got a satsuma.
A satsuma, then our main course was a turkey sandwich from Tesco's.
Decent though.
The one with like
Stuffing and like a bit of onion or something.
Yeah. And then dessert was a bottle of water.
What? That's trash.
Well, that was the bad team.
I know, but like, even
And
for
I lost because I said the sleigh was brown. Then the next question was, which reindeer, what's the name of the reindeer beginning with B?
Blitzen.
I got that right. I'm sat to the side like this one, everyone knows this, right?
Yeah.
None of them got it. But I'm already out.
Oh.
They put Basher.
That is one, right? No,
No.
Nasher.
No, that's the dog from Dennis the Menace.
Oh.
Basher is one of the elf, the
Right.
what do you call it?
I do know the name relating to Christmas, Basher.
Well, then JJ put Bambi. There was
Seriously?
like, yeah.
Was he joking?
No, he genuinely, he didn't know it. And then he went, oh, I've got it. And then wrote it. And yeah, I was fuming because I'm on this bad team because of that.
Yeah. That's crazy. Because I'm pretty sure it's brown.
I'm happy. I'm so happy you said that. Then we did a final one that was just
Why
luck
would it be red?
based.
Because he's red. It would clash too
Yeah,
much.
but then Josh Google image searched Santa's sleigh and most of the pictures are red.
The Coca-Cola one is definitely red. Like Santa Claus, Santa's sleigh, yeah?
Yeah. They are all red.
Oh. Well, that one's brown. That is an Amazon one, though.
That's that's a real one.
yeah, they are. Oh, they're red. But they're like royal red, like reddy brown.
That's what I mean. It was Josh screwed me over, man.
Red is correct, isn't it? Damn, that's a tough
I'm
question.
happy.
You
I'm
should-
so happy you said brown though.
Yeah, you should have said no when he was like, "Is that a bad question?" You should have been like, "But I guess you were certain it was correct." Brown.
No, I was kind of there like, well, I guess so.
Yeah.
And then they were it was kind of like expected, you know, we'll accept an answer. You know, I think if 2 or 3 of us had said brown, we would have allowed it.
Yeah.
But because everyone said red except me, I think it was like, okay, well, everyone thinks it's red
Yeah.
except you. Like,
Bro, speaking of Cyberman, right? I watched the. I do actually think I watch more Cyberman more. I think it's because there's more. I'm more likely to see that in recommended. 'Cause it's out
and
more.
they're shorter as well.
In the short, yeah. So like, I was watching the US YouTuber one, right?
Yeah.
Fam, when Josh was talking about Mr. Beast,
Yeah.
and he was saying his titles and thumbnails are amazing, but his content isn't like up to that level.
Yeah.
And then Harry turns and goes, "So you're saying it's make by..." he goes like, "Is it so well?" He's like, "So you're saying it makes by content?" Fam, I rewinded that so many times. Like, look at this. I for some reason I loved it so much. I even just screen recorded that moment just so I can watch it. It was so funny.
Harry saw it as a chance, like instantly, like, how can I make someone look bad here?
It was so funny.
Just as their content better, like, yeah, he has incredible ideas.
yeah, he's so good. You saying he's got touch it?
It's the way the music cuts out, it zooms in, and he just says that. And Josh is like, Josh, to be fair, actually deads it. He's like, Josh comes back talking really fast as he normally does, and just deads it. And then Harry tries to go again, and Josh doesn't bite. But I'm like, that is so jokes. I love that moment so much. Can you set videos as your ringtone?
Oh my God.
I would set that as mine.
Oh my God.
I love that moment. I also loved on your vlog when you guys were piling stuff on JJ.
Oh, so that, yeah. So,
I heard Bass talking about it. I was like, I didn't think it was going to be as funny as it was.
wait, you heard Bass talking about
Bass
it?
was like, I was watching Simon's video where they piled stuff on
okay, I was
JJ. And
gonna
I'm
say,
thinking
'cause-
like, that's funny.
That was literally like, we filmed a Sidemen video, and as we finished it, we were talking a little bit. JJ fell asleep on the couch. Then everyone was like, all right, we're heading off. So they all left except Toby.
Yeah.
Toby was like, I'm leaving in a sec. He was trying to pack up or something. And then I literally just saw JJ asleep, and I was like, you know what, let's just film that. It was so last minute, and I was like, you know what, this is the best bit of my vlog.
It is. It wasn't even planned, right?
No, it was literally just like, let's do that.
It was so like it was getting funny in front of you, and then you put the chair on him, and then when you come out with that fridge, because I know how heavy that fridge is. That's a heavy fridge.
Yeah, it was on his legs, like on the joint, the back of the kneecap part.
And he
was
didn't.
literally
He didn't wake up. You had to wake him up.
genuinely. Even when I tapped him, I was like JJ, and then Toby went JJ, didn't wake up. Eventually, it was like a proper tap on the shoulder, going, KSI, wake up,
Bro, because I know how much he like. I know actually, to be fair, how tired he is right now because he had the fight.
That was straight after
the LA trip,
LA.
the second LA trip.
Yeah, so it was literally like, it wasn't a normal sleep; it was a jet lag sleep.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Well,
he's
he-
like out of it.
gone from first of all training in Vegas for a month, then doing the fight, then going to shoot the music video, going
Yeah,
to Vegas, then home for that couple of days, then LA to do promo and press, back here to do London press, then back to New York to do more press. Like, this guy does need a break, to be fair. Like,
and all of that as well, doing Sidemen videos. As well.
while yeah,
Like,
so in his rest time, he's back here also filming for himself, fair play, and then Simon as well. Like, yeah, it's just busy period, man. So that's why when we filmed the Dragon Ball card video, he was like, "Yo, this is boring, man." He's like, "I'm gonna go sleep," and I was like, "Okay, cool." And I knew he was gonna fall asleep. I don't think he knew he was actually gonna do it. So I woke him up like when I was like, "Yo, I finished." He's like, "Nah." He's like, "Yo, you should have woke me up, bro." I'm like, "You literally said I'm gonna go sleep now. Why would I then wake you up?" But he was trash opening these cards anyway. I was so much better. The issue was the cards were so cheap. Like, they were worth like 4p, 10p. The issue is I think I bought an old box. The newer boxes have like Goku cards that are like signed by Goku, the actor.
Okay, I was
Which
gonna
and they were
say,
worth a
I was
little
gonna
bit
say,
more.
you know, he's not real, right?
Signed by Goku.
Signed.
And
by
apparently,
Goku.
I was talking to someone, and they were saying the Dragon Ball, this card, there's a card in Dragon Ball Super that's worth $1,000, right? And it's because if you play that card, you win. I'm like, surely that can't be allowed in like professional tournaments. You
Yeah,
can't
you
go and
have
be
that
like, I've got
card.
the card, and I've just won the prize
tournament.
pool. Yeah,
Yeah.
by it can't something. There must be
Yeah,
like
they would just say you can't use.
yeah,
that.
you can't use that in an official tournament, surely. Because imagine like you just get shit, you just pay £1,000, you win £10,000, for example. Crazy.
Yeah, I think that was everything.
That was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird because even though we have set topics we want to talk about at the start, they always go off in tangents.
Oh yeah, the first like half hour of this.
We should, at some point, literally just start the podcast and see where we go.
Yeah.
We should try that
Not
one
the
day.
next two because
No, we want a
Yeah.
Christmas. We want like
we got 10th in a row. Then
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's got to be good. And then
Yeah.
we got Christmas and New Year.
yeah, like
then
New Year's
maybe.
resolutions. Yeah. But all right,
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.
thank you guys.
Randolph's got new music coming out.
New music coming out soon.
That's our
I'm going to
advert.
drop a track in December. Then I'm going to drop an EP in January. 1 hour 40. Damn.
Wow, we doing what? We don't even time these, by the
Nah.
way. We literally look afterwards and we're always like, this is always roughly the same time.
Yeah, it just must be like a natural ending point.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan does 3 hours
That's long.
and about 3 a day.
That's too long.
So long, man.
Yeah.
So long.
Well, yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. All of that jazz.
Bye.
Peace.